Rhodium Radio knows how to podcast. Rhodium Radio knows how to podcast. In the city of Wilmington, we keep it rockin'. So come on, shake it for me, CALI.
Yeah, Dr. Dre is in full effect, and I gotta tell y'all a little something. Eazy-E is down with us. MC Ring, you know he's down with us. DJ Yella is down with us. Arabian Prince, you know he's down with us. Tony A the Wizard is down with us. JJ Fag is down with us. Timmy T, you know he's down with us. DJ Pooh Boy is down with us. Toddy King and Spade, they're down with us. My boy Ice Cube, you know he's down with us. I like to mention, so pay attention to where I'm from, Compton, but the tapes are from the Roadium. My name is Dre, listen while I play. And by the way, I'm also down with NWA. Yo, Steve at the Roadium is down with us. Slanging funky tapes, it is a must. We're number one.
Tony A. Tony A. When you're ready, go.
Once again, my friends, welcome back to Roadium Radio episode 92. And before I introduce my special guest, I have some special announcements I got to make. First of all, let me say that many times a lot of people don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Behind the scenes here at Roadium Radio, sometimes we get people that cancel the day of, the week before, and sometimes people want to be rescheduled. But today we actually had an issue where we overbooked. I overbooked, John overbooked, and we had to pull some strings to put this show together. So I'm not going to go into all the details, but everybody that, or the people that weren't able to make it today will eventually be rescheduled. So let me go ahead and apologize for that. But once again, the High C album, I got a few left, probably just a handful. The Rhodium mixtapes, you guys can get them at DOCUMIXERY.com. Some of you guys are still inboxing me, DMing me on Facebook and on Instagram. So for those of you that like hard copies, cool, you guys can pick them up. I only have a few left. I probably won't be printing them up again, but once again, you can pick these up. The Blu-rays is going to take a little bit of time because just to give you guys an update, the place has had an issue with pressing them. So you're going to have to give us a couple of more days on that, but we will get those to you for those that have been asking and been inquiring if we can pre-order. I don't want to take anybody's money. I want to make sure I have the product and we'll go from there. But without further ado, please allow me to introduce my very special guest, Queenie. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. Thank you so much for that special presentation.
You know what? You are from San Diego, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
How was your drive coming over here, man?
It was smooth, man. You know, I drive a lot from LA to San Diego, you know, so I'm kind of used to it. I know the timing, and I'm very punctual. Yes. So I'm going to be here on time. You know, that's one thing about me, you know. And, you know, of course, you know, I get the phone call from you guys yesterday, and, you know, for some reason I felt compelled to say, you know what, I want to come. Right. And so, you know, but I'm always going to be on time. I'm never going to be late. That's for sure. So
all good.
It was an easy drive. You know, I'm timing it pretty good. And but smooth. It's San Diego and LA, you know, we're like LA's sleepy cousin. You know, we just like to surf.
That's good. I never heard that, but I'm gonna have to start using it. Yeah. I know we got a couple of mutual friends from San Diego.
Absolutely, yes.
You know,
yeah.
You want to name some of them?
Boy, I know you've had Little One on here, Boyle T, Shadow. Has Night Owl been on here?
Night Owl, yeah.
Night Owl's been on here, which, you know, they're all good friends of mine. I've known them for a long time, of course, in the San Diego rap Chicano scene from a long time ago. Great artists, you know, definitely pioneers. Definitely some of my great influences. And, you know, that's probably one of the milestones of being from San Diego. Is, in my opinion, of course, I think San Diego had to do a lot with the Chicano rap scene. If not, it really, you know, pioneered it. It really gave it life. It gave it legs and air and breathe. It allowed it to breathe. Little Rob.
Yeah.
You know, of course, you know, at the moment, which I don't really like saying, oh, well, you know, talking all about the past, because I'm not really time warped. I'm really in tune with the times of today.
Yeah.
But in those times, you know, let's face it, Shadow, Little One, Little Rob, Night Owl, Royalty. I don't want to forget anybody. These guys were really guys pioneering the way, and they did what everybody was kind of more like they didn't want to do, in a sense. And of course, this is just my opinion. I don't want to impose my thoughts or beliefs on anyone. They did it with heart and commitment, and then you didn't get nothing. You didn't get nothing in that perspective until eventually you get shows like Pocos Pero Locos that came out. But San Diego was doing the Chicano rap thing, before anybody was doing the Chicano rap thing. And I'm not saying that they just took it more to heart and ran with it.
Right.
And just like you, working with High C, there's this history of hip hop in Southern California. And you have people that have pioneered the way. For example, as yourself, you'd be one of them. Southern California hip hop. The Baker Boys. You have all this history, right? The Julio G's of the time, and hip hop was growing, and everyone, and of course now in the time of the present, everyone planted seeds. Everyone did something that evolved into what we are today. Yeah, and what it is, a Southern California thing, right? Oh. It's funny because you have Johnny Boy here, and I know Johnny Boy from Vegas. I have a lot of great friends in Vegas too that were in the music when I was in the music, and my music career was very short-lived one, not really a big deal or anything like that. But I had a lot of friends in Vegas. Glica One, and guys that made great music. Right. So it was a good time. It was a good time to live, and it was a good time to know these what I call pioneers. The San Diego scene really, to me, they're pioneers, and I give them that credit, and they deserve that.
That's dope. That's dope. You know what? It's important for us to give them their flowers right now while we're still alive, brother.
100%. 100%. It's there's maybe because I'm already old, right? But things could go either way, right? They could become dramatic or they could become uplifting, right? It's just kind of what you want to put out there. Right. At the end of the day, everyone deserves to, shine. Everyone deserves to win. Everyone, we should all want that for each other. That's just the bottom line. Yeah. And until you're one genuinely like that, and that's all you want out of life and out of anything, then that's how you'll only see things. So yes, it's very important to give, respects and dues to the people that deserve it.
Yeah. At one point, you yourself were an artist, and eventually we'll get to that. I thought it was very interesting with the people you worked with. So, but we'll hold off on that. Other than that, I usually like to ask my guest, have you seen anything good lately on TV? Whether it be movies?
On TV, what is it? Technical, like TV or Netflix?
Netflix, whatever.
Yes, actually, I love TV. That's my problem. That's why I'm so fat. I do. I actually, what's a real, I like that show Dark.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh my God, it's a great show. Of course, I think it's in German, but I listen to the audio in English. Okay. Because, I'm not going to do the subtitles if I could just do the audio. Okay. Of course, you get the whole, it's, how you translate a show in Spanish. The words are off, right? But you get the gist of it. But I think it's a great show. It's one of my favorite shows. I think, something that your brother would definitely like.
Dark.
Yeah, Dark. It's a very interesting show. But yeah, for the most part, there's a lot of things I can't really say. I'm a little bit off guard with the question, but I watch a lot of TV, and there's a lot of, I like to watch a lot of interesting TV for what it's worth.
You know what I started watching, and I really, really enjoy it? Cobra Kai.
Oh my God, that's like the big one. Yeah. It's incredible. How I started watching it, I don't know. But by the second episode, I was hooked. It's extremely corny.
Yes.
But I don't know if it was the nostalgia.
That's what it was.
I don't know if it was the nostalgia. It was the whole thing, but you're just kind of waiting to get off it. But the next thing you know, I'm already done with both seasons.
Right.
I think, is it Elizabeth Shue? Is that her name?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Ali. I think she just played it smart, right?
Right.
Now she's going to come out in the third season, now that it's cool to be on there. It's funny. And that is a great show, actually. That's a good point. Cobra Kai, for some reason, it's just this phenomenon.
One thing that a lot of people may not know, the first season was on YouTube. I think it was called YouTube Originals 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, so I saw the first season 2 years ago.
Really?
So when I logged in, I guess the other day, and I pressed play, I'm like, this was the same shit right here. But
I just can't even believe it either. Because I got, and it's funny, I'm not much of a social media guy, but I do get a little traction on stuff that I put. And, I posted something, with like a banter, I'm watching this and I'm hooked. I don't know what I said, verbatim, right? But everyone started following suit, like, oh my God, I'm hooked too. So it's kind of like a phenomenon. It's very interesting to say the least, which is cool. It's cool, man. It's cool to see Johnny win,
I'm going to say something that's probably going to trip a lot of people out, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. Here's what I really, really enjoyed about that movie, The Karate Kid, the first one, was that there really wasn't any cussing. There was no sex scenes. Right. There was like no pervertedness. It was just a good movie.
It was a good movie. It was a good, wholesome movie. Yeah. And it's just so funny how the whole show, we're just reliving that moment. Like, these people don't let it go, so we don't let it go.
Right.
But it's cool, man. It's kind of like a phenomenon. So it's a good, that was a good one. I like that one.
So now, for the people that may not know, where are you originally from?
I'm from San Diego. I was born in LA. I was born in Torrance, grew up in Compton, grew up in East LA. But I moved down to San Diego, to Tijuana. I'm from Tijuana, but I'm from the south side of San Diego, the South Bay.
Okay.
But if you're from the South Bay, Tijuana is just like an extension of it.
Okay.
Anything what we know, my boys in the hood, they know anything south of the 54, you're in the South Side, and Tijuana's still part of it. So I grew up in Tijuana as well. I went to high school, of course, in the States. I'd wake up every morning at 4 or 5 in the morning, and the border was long, and oh my God, it's even worse now. If I feel bad for them, that was years ago. But it was a very unique lifestyle because you get to live two different worlds at once, and it's one of the things that I attribute a lot, even musically, even when I did my little music, or when I, of course, inspirations come from your life, right? It was very interesting when I always think in hindsight, everything's 2020. But just, you cross that border and you're in another country. You're in another world, man.
Right.
And then you cross the border back and they just become one to you.
Yeah.
So you learn to move around over there. You learn to move around over here. I speak good Spanish, real good. I could have this whole interview in Spanish if I wanted to. I'm really from over there. And, but it was very unique, and I've always taken it to heart because unless you lived it, it's very, very interesting, man. Just, you know how to get around, man. You guys over here in LA, they got corridos, but they're not going to go eat a taco in TJ. They shook. You know what I mean? It's really going down over there. It's a war zone. So,
do you remember, and I'm sure you do, but just for the sake of the conversation,
absolutely.
Do you remember when all the TJ roads used to be dirt?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. interesting. Of course, yes, 100%. And, there's still a lot of that, but by far it was way worse. I think probably the tragic part about it, because Tijuana was so live.
Yeah.
Every weekend, which I'm sure you probably, experienced it. TJ was live every weekend. TJ was literally like a Mardi Gras. Yeah. I would compare it to nothing else because the sidewalks in Tijuana at the Revolucion, they're real big. You just really don't know that until you notice it. But they used to be packed up every weekend. And I'm from little kid right there from TJ. I'm like 6, 7 years old. We used to roll over there and grab the white girls' butts while they were, we're just a disaster. We're just
that's good. I like that.
Yeah, so it's interesting. And then you party over there. So I used to, then I got in high school, right? And I used to be the fake ID guy. So I used to make fake IDs because back then you would laminate them. There's just very different times, right? And so I used to sell fake IDs that I used to buy off the Inquirer.
No shit.
Yes, 100%. And they were so good. Like, you would take them to TJ and they look at you like, motherfucker, I know you're not 18, but get your ass in there. So at 13, we're partying till 6, 7, 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
And that's just standard over there, Right. So, you're drinking and partying and then, man, by the time I turned 21 over here, I'm like, I already been through it. Yeah. I didn't feel normal until I moved to Vegas. Right. Because in Vegas, you drink 24 hours. It's kind of, it's just one of those things, man. But it's very interesting, But I also grew up in the south side of San Diego. I grew up right there in Nestor Projects. Little projects, little neighborhood, Shout out to my neighborhood. All of my neighborhoods right there in the South Bay and the South Side. And, but going to TJ was very normal, and going right there, was very normal. So it was just kind of an extension of things. But in between everything, there was a border.
Right.
that you live two different worlds in. And you know, there's a lot of people from San Diego that wouldn't go to TJ. I was definitely one that would go to TJ.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was very interesting to say the least. And you know, it was just something to grow on mentally. And
Yeah.
you know, sometimes the more information and things you take in, the more you have
Yeah.
to, you know, give out.
Yeah.
Per se.
You know, when I was a kid, you know, of course we'd have a camioneta, you know, station
Yes,
wagon.
yes.
And my dad used to pack up all the kids.
Yeah.
He had 10 kids.
Oh,
All drive to TJ.
he's one of those, huh?
One of those.
Yeah.
He didn't have cable. He was like a rabbit.
Oh
you know?
my God, I could
You know?
imagine.
So what happened was we used to go to the Catholic church. I even
Yeah.
forgot the name of the church. Right across the street, there was a park. So we had to go to the Catholic church, pray, do our thing, our Hail Mary, 10 jumping jacks, 10 push-ups, 2 flips, and we're forgiven.
Yeah.
That's, you know, what we did. Then we walk right outside and have tacos de vapor.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do.
Yeah.
And, but I remember my highlight was to buy luchadores.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Yeah, and then the masks, you know,
Yeah.
luchadores masks.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much it, man. My dad used to always take us there or buy firecrackers.
Oh my God, 100%.
So,
which is very interesting because you know of all the things, you know, your brother and I, we got real close,
Uh-huh.
and you know, he's one of my best friends. You know where we were at. You know, I'm probably the only guy that understood him. I'm probably the only guy that had the patience for him because you know it's hard being a bird in a cage, man.
I think you have more patience than I do.
Oh my God, I probably do, man. But you know, so you seen the whole saying to go get the luchadores. You know, of course, you have all these collectibles. So, you know, I definitely see you having that as a highlight.
Yeah. So, anyways, growing up in a Mexican home, brother.
Yeah.
What type of music would you say you were raised with? What your mother, what would your father play? Were they on the same page?
Yeah.
Two totally different styles of music. I want to see what influenced you that one day you became an artist.
Yeah, that's a very interesting question, and I'm gonna tell you, which is a very interesting story. Of course, you know, I grew up. Of course, you know, I'm old, man. You know, I have 3 older kids, or their 20s. So you know, I grew up more like back in the Rocio Urcal days. You know. And then that's, you know, more my moms, my aunties, my family, right? I grew up a lot on Mexican music. You know, I like Rake is my favorite Mexican band, one of my favorite Mexican bands. But I got into hip hop for some reason, right? Hip hop just ended up, there was this group called the Legion of Doom in San Diego. They were an amazing group. You know, Be Real would even know, give them props. They knew they were very ahead of themselves. And shout out to Legion of Doom and Mike Ski, Rob, everybody. They were very talented. And for some reason, you know, I ended up becoming friends with them. But hip hop was already planted in me. But what really got me was I lived in TJ, and in TJ, like back in those days, we had satellite dishes. I don't know if you remember the satellite dishes, but over there, the big flex was whoever had the bigger satellite dish. And we just happened to be an okay family doing good over there. We lived, you know, in a poor colonia, but you know, my family ended up being kind of successful in the transportation industry, and but we stayed in the colonia. We didn't move. We didn't move to all the nice places where people would move to as soon as they get money, right? But we had this big satellite, so I would do the frequencies. I would see like Russian channels. I don't even know how, but it was so funny. I would just see all this stuff. But man, one day I turned it, and I don't know. I found Rap City in the basement back with God. I want to say the names. Back when Rap City was the basement, you know,
Right.
And you know, and it just, you know, it just impacted me somehow, and I was so intrigued by it, and so I was so into it, and I would just watch it religiously, and I'm just this kid right there from South San Diego and Tijuana, but I'm being like watching, like at that time, you know, it was very, you know, Rap City in the basement, very East Coast heavy influence. So I grew up with a very, you know, heavy East Coast influence, keep it real. Of course, you know, at that time, you know, it was very different. You know, East Coast were like the mecca of everything. And then, of course, you know, the West Coast came and, you know, I'm going to say take it over, but we ended up planting our seed. But I grew up very influenced with East Coast hip hop in general, and that's just how, for some reason, it just kind of just stayed on me. It was just something that intrigued me. But I grew up with a lot of Mexican music. I listened to a lot of Mexican music. Sade is my favorite, you know. Sade, my favorite band, because you know, people think Sade is the girl, but it's really the band.
Right.
And but so I always had, you know, new wave. I loved like Depeche Mode. You know, I was heavy into New Order, NXS. I went to all those concerts.
Of course.
you know, the new wave era.
course.
You know, got the creepers and all that. So it was always it helped me a lot because it always just, even when I make music, I never really cared too much about being hard or anything like that. I wanted to make music for masses. I wanted the money.
Of course.
I wanted the girls. You know, I don't have pride over money. I want money. You know, this is business.
Right, right.
You know, you could spare me all that stuff, you know.
Right.
So I always try to make music that would touch people and it was likable.
Yeah.
You know, at the end, if I was hard. You know, I can't help that. You know, I can't help where I was from.
Yeah.
But I always try to make it, I always try to have a good vibe to it, you know, because I wanted the bigger picture, man. For some reason, I was able to see that. So it was just one of those things. I think it was a culmination of all this music influence in my life. Mexican music, new wave. Oh my God. I love, you know, alternative. You know, I grew up on POD. POD's my boys. They're from my block.
Wow.
I'm on their videos. You know, I listen to, you know, all that Corn, and I was listening to that music. So it was such an eclectic music for me that there's not one type of music that everything's my favorite. But, you know, if you wanted to tell me what's one of my favorite bands, it would be Depeche Mode. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was kind of pretty interesting, man. Music was always just this thing in my life.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Since
Yes.
you said you watch BET, The Basement.
Yeah.
Back then, growing up, what would you have said were some of your favorite East Coast, possibly groups, groups? Possibly give me 3, 4 East Coast that you listen to a lot.
Right. I mean, you know, it's a tough one, right? Like I used to love Karis One.
Me
You know,
too.
Karis One,
favorite.
without a doubt. You know, I also like Bucktown, Smith and Wesson. You know, Fat Joe. Oh, I love Fat Joe. Man, Fat Joe was hard back then. You know, the mixtapes, DJ Ev, all that stuff. You know, what else? What else is good? Man, Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Beastie Boys. They were just unreal.
Right.
If you listen to the Beastie Boys stuff now, their music is unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal, man. The way they would lay down their vocals, going off each other. I think Dr. Dre, because there was the DJ, Dr. Dre, right? The DJ, there was a DJ called Dr. Dre too, right in the East Coast.
Yeah, from the East
for
Coast,
Your Own
yeah.
TV Raps.
Yes, he was.
That
from-
was their
yes.
DJ for a while.
Oh,
You know?
really?
Yeah, I think so. But I could be wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, like I listened to the Beastie Boys, and my God, their stuff is amazing. License to Ill, that's a
Of course. Classic.
and then classic, right? And then to record it on such a level, and that was what, 8 tracks before, you know,
Right.
where you do take. There's no more cut and paste and Pro Tools.
No.
That was the real raw dog deal.
Right.
You had to be on money
Right.
to land that correctly.
Now, you know what? I'm glad you're bringing that up because, okay, let me name maybe 4 of my favorite
Oh, please.
groups of all
I'd love
time.
to hear that.
And probably not in a row, but I'll just say my top 4 possibly. KRS-One, Rakim, Public Enemy.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, Public Enemy. And I'd probably throw in there, I know there's another group out there, but I'll probably throw in like a Tribe Called Quest.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know.
That's a great selection, actually.
Right.
Public Enemy, without a doubt. You know, the Bomb Squad, which was
Yeah.
a production.
Yeah.
You know, Ice Cube. You know, that's when Ice Cube
Yeah.
fucked everything up. As soon as he got with the Bomb Squad,
Yeah.
you know, Ice Cube is one of my. I mean, he's a hero of mine. You
Right.
know, that man is a walking legend.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, Ice Cube is the seed to Pacs and Biggies.
Yeah.
You know, if it wasn't for Ice Cube, because let's face it, Ice Cube he's the seed of NWA,
Yeah.
in my opinion, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And, you know, if he wasn't yelling, fuck the police, then, you know, we all wouldn't be cut. If it wasn't for him, who knows why we'd be rapping right now? You know, we rap like the Furious Five. And it's, you know, so... But, you know, you have everything, you know, it's like Public Enemy with the Bomb Squad, their production and
Yeah.
everything was just on levels, man. And,
Yeah.
you know, so you appreciate that, you know, in hindsight.
And I'll even throw in LL Cool J in there.
Oh, my God, LL Cool J. LL Cool J, to me, he's one of the greatest battle rappers.
Yeah.
Once LL Cool J got you on his radar, you're done. LL Cool J has destroyed anybody that's been on his radar.
Yeah.
You know, I'd hate to say Ice-T. I love Ice-T, right? But, you know, I remember the battle raps, and he won that Ice-T, Cool Mo D. God, who else did he go after? But I mean, you know, L Cool J, when he wants to get like, who shot ya? Oh, that verse is, man, you know, I don't know if you remember that, but yeah, L Cool J, you don't want to test LL, man.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Farmers Market, oh man, Farmers Boulevard, I think it's.
For the people that may not have ever seen LL perform, one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. And I could probably count on one hand some of the greatest shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
One of them would say NWA. I got to see them perform. And I was even backstage with them.
Right.
I could see KRS-One perform. I got to see LL perform. And I have to even say this. I saw Cypress Hill perform.
Oh my God, Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill, I mean, forget it.
You know.
I mean, let's just face it. Be Real, Sandog, they were just, you know, one of, if not top,
Right.
you know, hip hop groups in history.
And you know what? I'm glad we're talking about this because I believe that that's what's missing today with artists. Now, we can have a dope artist lyrically.
Right.
We can have a dope beat.
Yeah.
But the performance has got to match that.
Well, you know, that's a great point that you say there, Tony, because there's stages, right, there's stages to it being a fan. This is my opinion, right? You know, one, you start with the music. Yeah, like, two, the fact that they're going to go and purchase, they're willing to give you their money.
Right.
You already won them there, right? But when they come and see you perform, that's when you close them. That's when the artist should close them, because you could have the best artist on music, on whatever you hear it, streaming it, but they could perform horrible.
Yeah.
So performance, you know, and I think maybe nowadays there's not really, I mean, maybe people are just performing. Like Cypress Hill is a production.
Yes.
You know, like, I mean, there's a production, and maybe that's what it is. But, you know, of course, you have like Bad Bunny, for example. That man is incredible. You know, he takes a whole stage on his own, and he's got an arena. You don't have no dancers. So, you know, at the end of the day, yes, you know, it's all on the artist. But what artists need to really know is that that's when you create your deadheads. And I'm sure you understand that reference when I say a deadhead, right? You know, the Grateful Dead, they had people following them. They made a community out of it.
It was like a cult
following.
following.
So following. They made a community. They follow this band, and they set up, and they sell, and they follow, and, you know, that's what you call your deadheads.
Yeah.
And it's no different. You know, if you really are a true artist, and you believe in the art, and, you know, you'll know that once people pay for your music to hear it, that's one. But when people pay to go see you, and they're giving you something more valuable than their money, and that's their time, you better rock them. You better give it to them, because they deserve that.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
And that right there is where you create your fans. That's where your following will become for the rest of your life. Especially today, when people have such a short attention time span.
Oh, wow.
Because you could be hot 1 second, and I just move up, and someone's hotter, I already forgot about you. You know, what was this? You know, it's just the way it is today, man. So it's just something that maybe, you know, hey, because at the end of the day, when people go see you perform, and, you know, you see a lot of rappers, they cool, and they chill. And I don't really see much, because, you know, I don't even really listen to, you know, I listen to John Mayer, you know. I see that much, but I see it, but, you know, that's something that everyone should know, that, you know, when people come see your performance, an artist, know that. Once people give you their time, like, that's it. This is your chance to make them yours forever.
Absolutely.
Well deserved.
Absolutely.
You know,
we're gonna go ahead and press pause right there.
Absolutely.
When we come back, we're gonna talk about the show you used to host.
Yes.
And some of the artists you used to work with.
Awesome. Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, everybody. Once again, go get yourself some modelos. I'm actually going to drink a Victoria. I think I got a little bit hooked on Victoria beer. But other than that, make sure you call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, and let them know that Queenie's in the motherfucking building, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Get your popcorn ready. Welcome to Rhodium Radio, and I am your host, Tony A. the Wizard. We started a GoFundMe page because we need you to help us meet our goal. And our goal is to release a Chicano Rap documentary. And we need you to be a part of this. Everyone who contributes will have certain incentives offered to them For an example, I'll name one. Your name will be on the credits of the film. Everyone who gives, everyone who contributes, their name will be on the credits. That's just one thing that we have to offer. But yet, if you read the description, you'll see other incentives for your contribution. If you've seen the Rhodium Mixtape documentary, you will not be disappointed with this documentary shining light on Chicano rap, the Chicano culture. It is something that can be used as an educational tool now and in the future. So once again, help us meet our goals so that we can start production. And remember this, we have a voice and we will be heard.
What it do is Mr. Little One chilling on Rhodium Radio with the one and only Tony A and John motherfucking ELKINS, boy.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Mr. Shadow. You're watching Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A the Wizard. You know what time it is.
Yeah, what up? This is Mr. Night Owl, and you're listening to Roadium Radio with the legendary Tony A the motherfucking Wizard.
Yo, what's cracking? Nosotros somos Aqua y estamos aquí con Tony A the Wizard. You know Rhodium Radio, damn it. You know what it is.
Yo, what up? This is Mellow Man Ace el Padrino, and you tuned in to Roadium Radio with my man Tony A. Keep it locked.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy OG Arabian Prince from the world's most dangerous group, NWA. Sitting here with my boy Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's your homegirl Magic Girl, and you are now listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, what's up? This is Bozo, aka Emiliano. You tune into Roadium Radio on Tony Vision's YouTube channel. Let's get it.
What up? It's Mr. Soto. You guys are now in tune to Roadium Radio right here on Tony Vision on YouTube. Yep.
Check it out. This is MC Poncho on the MIC. Shout out to Tony A the Wizard, Roadium Radio. You already know.
What up? This is DJ Trick, Spanish Fly, and you're watching Tony A on the Roadium Radio Show.
Big G, Rhodium Radio, Tony A in full effect. Stay tuned, watch, listen. That's how we doing it over here.
Yo, what up? I'm out here. It's Big Daddy Swoles. I'm jamming with my man, Tony A the Wizard, out here on Rhodium Radio. The podcast is off the hook. Check us out.
This is DJ Clientele, and you are listening to Rhodium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yeah, this Baby Bounce here with Tony A the Wizard. You are now tuned in to the Rhodium Radio. We do it for the people. You hear me?
Mic check. Ernie G from Proper Dos, and I'm listening to Tony A the motherfucking Wizard on Rhodium Radio. And if you don't know, you should know.
What's up, everybody? This is Soren Baker. I'm the author of the book, The History of Gangster Rap, in stores now worldwide. And you're listening to Rhodium Radio, hosted by Tony A. Make sure to check it out. We talk about the Rhodium Mixtapes. We're here, Soren Baker, Rhodium Radio.
Y'all, this is Speedy Greg, and I'm chilling with Tony the Wizard on Rhodium Radio.
Hey, this is Swifty Blue. I'm right here at Rhodium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Stay tuned.
It's the KAS here live on Rhodium Radio with the one and only Tony A the Wizard.
What up, y'all? This is Kiki Smooth, the first Mexican rapper out of Compton, rich and ruthless, and you're listening to the Rhodium Radio with Tony A, the Grand Wizard, El Mago himself. Hey, Compton's in the house.
What's up? It's Quete Yes God with my Harbor Ottawa homeboy Tony A the Wizard on Rhodium Radio. Yes God.
Hey, what's up, gente? It's your homeboy Duende. You're tuned into Rhodium Radio with my homeboy Tony A the Wizard. Ya te la sabes, wey.
What up? It's your boy Baldacci the Beast, F for Music, face of LA. Right here at Rhodium Radio. Make sure y'all tune in. Your boy Tony A the Wizard.
This is Kelvin Anderson, owner of the world famous VIP Records. And you listen to my man Tony A the Wizard on Rhodium Radio.
Yeah, what up? It's Lil Black, you the brown super baller, and you checking out Rhodium Radio with the homeboy Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy OG Big Wicked, Real Ones Apparel, Orange County. I here with my boy Tony A the Wizard, Rhodium Radio. Y'all make sure to peep it. Peace.
Que tranza raza, aquí su servidor, Sinful El Pecador, and you listening to Rhodium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard.
Check. What's up? It's your boy Capital I Man from the Mexican Crew.
and you're tuning into Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A, the Wizard. This motherfucker's a legend.
What's up, y'all? This is Chris the Glove, and you're watching the Roadium Radio Show on Tony Vision on YouTube.
What's up? This is Mr. D on Rhodium Radio, kicking back with the homeboy, Tony A.
Yo, this is Fancy the Boss. Tune in on YouTube at Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
What's up? This is Leah Farsayer, aka the Dragon, the Serpent, the Spear. I'm on Rhodium Radio with my boy Tony the Wizard.
Hey man, Nick B and Eric B, the Baker Boys in the house, hanging out with Roadium Radio and the one and only Tony the Wizard.
Tony the Wizard, aka Kylo Ren, right here on YouTube, Sundays and Wednesdays.
Tony Vision, subscribe
Tony
now.
Vision, yeah.
Boys, big baby.
What's good with it? This is Old Creep, aka Jay Stompanato. I'm putting it down for Orange County on the Rhodium Radio Show by West Coast legend DJ Tony A. We up and out this bitch.
What's up with it, dog? It's West Coast Gilly on Rhodium Radio with the legend Tony A, the Wizard on Tony Vision. You know what it is, West Coast to the fullest. Believe that.
What's up, everybody? This is Stefan Orier listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. You're tuned into Roadium Radio with West Coast legend Tony A, the Wizard.
What up? It's your boy Lottie the G, straight out of Santa Ana, CA, and we're right here live in the mix with the West Coast legend Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio, Tony Vision on YouTube.
Yo, what's up, world? This is Cool 187 above the law in the building. And you tuned in to Roadium Radio with my man Tony A, the Wizard.
What's up? This is Darren Vegas. You're on Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Real West Coast hip hop history right here.
Yo, what up? Sleepy Malo in the house, here at the Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A, the Wizard, giving us our voice back. One of the realest motherfuckers I know.
What's up, homie? Show me Frankie Quinones, a.k.a. Creeper from Cholo P. And you're listening to Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio. That's what's up right there.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's Scooter the Savage. I'm right here with Tony A, the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Everybody stay tuned, man. It's a motherfucking hit.
Yo, shout out to Roadium Radio, Tony A, the Wizard, your boy Pablo Nunez right here in the studio. Be about it, people.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Ahí viene este miro. King with the Black Chicken and Negrito de Los Angelitos, and you're checking out that Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
¿Qué hubo, Raza? This is Wicked from the Brown Side here on Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. You know.
What up? It's your homeboy Infinite TGM, chilling with Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you guys go check that out.
What up, everybody? This is Wicked Baby Doll, and I'm chilling with Tony A at Roadium Radio. Check it out. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow him on Instagram.
What's good? What's good? It's your boy Spanky Loco, and you tuning in to Roadium Radio with that motherfucking legend, Mr. Tony A. You know what time it is, West.
Hey, what up? This is Rebello the Dawn.
And this is Dominator.
And we came straight from the 805 ready to slap that motherfucking meat on your grill, bitch.
Rhodium Radio, Central Coast Click.
What up?
What up with it? It's your boy OG Magoo, Los Angeles airbrush artist, big chillin' on site with the homie Tony the Wizard on Roadium Radio. All gas, no brakes. Let's get it.
Man, you now listening to LA Icon, man, right here live with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard on Rhodium Radio.
You're back now at the Jack Off Hour. We're back with Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio with the podcast that slaps your coach your fat ass with a fat ass dick. So we're going to go ahead and jump butt naked right back into it with Queenie in the motherfucking building. Queenie,
Thank you.
Some girl said Queenie with the big ass.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now, before we went to commercial break, we were talking about at one point you were hosting a show, and you were also in the music industry. What came first?
Well, the music industry. I was, it was very tough. I was kind of real in the street guy too, and, it's very hard for me to be an artist when I was really in the streets. I'm like, how am I going to get a poster of me on the wall when I'm trying to stay out the way?
Yeah.
So it was a real battle that I would battle with myself. And apparently, eventually, I ended up getting in trouble and picked up by the feds. And so, it was kind of, I wasn't just rapping it. I was living it.
Okay.
And so it was kind of, but, of course, that's another life. And I was rapping and, I did a few things. I've met some great artists. along the way, I ended up working with the Game through New Jersey Devil, and that's when Game had just gotten signed, and I started working with them, and of course it was gonna probably evolve into more, but I ended up getting in trouble. It was just one of them things, man.
Okay.
And but in that meantime, I did work. I did make good music. I dropped a good mixtape at the time. Remember, the mixtapes were hot, right?
Yeah.
And what I did do in that mixtape, I did take a lot of classic beats, but I did make them my own.
Right.
You couldn't just pull a Biggie beat and not kill it.
Right.
You couldn't take 50's beat at the time and not murder it.
Right.
You couldn't just take Fat Joe's beat and not murder it. At the time.
Right.
I definitely, I was just a little bit. I was good at my trade. I probably should have taken it a little more serious. But I worked with a lot of great artists. I've met a lot of great artists. Of course, you have back in the day. Shout out to Jack and he's a good friend of mine. Great artist, unreal. Conejo. Conejo is one of my. Conejo right now is on a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
But when Conejo got out of prison,
Mm-hmm.
And I had just gotten out of prison too. He felt compelled to reach out to me, and I'm sure he did that to everybody. What happened to Conejo was, he went through a transgression. I changed a lot when I went to prison too. I grew. It's kind of like a metamorphosis. You shed your old skin. And and I spoke. Conejo called me, and we spoke for it turned out to be like an hour and a half conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And and he's in a good place. And he said, "Hey, well, let's do a song." I'm like, I'm not really doing that no more, But he's like, that was what he wanted to do, and it's evident in his journey now. How he's so versatile. He collabed with Little One and Shadow and Little One, Little One 2 is another one that's just on a rage right now. Little One is just murdering it, and God, I remember Conejo from back in the days. I remember Little One from back in the days. We all weren't the same now. As grown men, it's all about the music, and they're so prolific now. And and look at Conejo's great accomplishments. Matter of fact, I ended up doing a remix with Conejo, his Poison one, with Bad Boy. But from Clica, the only reason Bad Boy's a phenomenal rapper. He's very lyrical, he ain't easy to get on the cut with because he's got lyrics,
Right.
But I spit fire too, I'm joking. So, I ended up, the only reason I did it, which I would have never done it if it wasn't because of Conejo and Bad Boy. Bad Boy, I go back years with him. I know his wife, I know his kids. I remember them when they were little. So it was kind of, it was good. It was good to dust off the cobwebs and get on that mic. And it was so simple too, man. It was so interesting because I walked in, I wrote the verse, and I knocked it out just in my usual fashion. And I had this old engineer that I'd worked with right there in downtown San Diego. Shout out to Capricorn Studios. I just walked in, knocked it out, and left. And, and it was good to put it out and then hear people's being, a lot of people, man, that's the Queenie I know. And, I'd like to do some more, but it's just, I don't really see it in my books. But yeah, so, like Immortal Technique. I want to definitely give a shout out to Immortal Technique. He was one of those rappers that was been way ahead of his time. And he has great messages and has always used this platform for the better Latino brother,
Right.
That's an East Coast rapper. A lot of people that I worked with, even working with Jersey Devil, he produced a lot of my cuts on. I have an album on iTunes. You can go check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Queenie 619. It's on iTunes. And I did that one, God, I want to say 2004.
Okay.
But if you really listen to it, it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's pretty relevant.
Okay.
My flow was a little bit ahead of itself, and I got a lot of respect and I got a lot of props. And And that's how come you might hear people say my name. And they say, hey, Queenie, I remember Queenie.
Okay.
And, it's not a big deal. But, it's good. At the time, I held my weight,
Right.
And I did good. And then from there, I ended up hooking up with P-Funk. You remember P-Funk?
Yeah. He was here.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was not too long ago.
P-Funk's one of my best friends. We're not talking right now, but we'll talk like brothers, right? I just got to call him P-Funk. If you're listening, I love you. Somehow I got hooked up with P-Funk. And Bill Walker, Bill Walker,
Dump Records.
Dump Records. You know, he's like, okay, look, we got this TV show on LATV. Now, of course, times were so different then, right? So we ended up just with very minimal budget because, you know, Bill Walker was not giving us no money.
Right.
So, so we, with this very minimal budget, we just got creative. Of course, P-Funk spearheaded everything. Before we knew it, we created this amazing formula, this format that we didn't even know we were doing. We ended up going to the dub shows. We ended up following the dub shows. We go to the dub shows in Miami. We go to red carpet events. And man, I've interviewed Ice Cube, Christina Milian. I mean, there's so many more people. Ice Cube, as a matter of fact, it was very funny. Of course, Ice Cube will never remember, but I will. We were doing this red carpet event, and you know, Ice Cube's walking, and you're going through each camera. You know how it is. And his wife's with them. Like, it was some wife with the mom, and his wife now, but she's just like right there, just like, oh my God, another one. And, you know, you're used to it. But I don't know how I ended up interviewing Ice Cube. But, you know, I'm right here sitting to all these big networks asking the same questions probably. You know, I got Ice Cube. I hit him with the real. That I was asking him questions that probably nobody was asking. And just bringing out that more essence. And, you know, we got done with the interview, and you know, it was a quick one, but even his wife's like, I like this interview. I like this one right here.
Wow.
So, you know, I ended up getting better, and you know, it's probably something you can share with me. You know, it's hard when you're interviewing people because you have to get the life out of them.
Yes.
You know, like as soon as you say action or whatever you're gonna say, like the real them's gonna come out.
Yeah.
So I used to have to interview people. We did a lot of car shows. So what we would do is, you know, go to car shows, go to the dub shows, go to red carpet events. And, you know, I would interview random people, and sometimes they wouldn't be good. I'd have to get the life out of them. You know, you're constantly giving yourself away.
Right.
And Noel G was like our star host, right?
Okay.
And Noel G was on fire. You know, he always is. You know, good old Noel.
Right.
And, you know, he'd come and host, and, you know, but Noel was definitely more like, he's an actor, you know. Right. I'm more like a host. But before we knew it, and we're on LATV, now this is the funny part. I would walk around LA, and people, hey, Queenie, what's up? What's up? We watch you on TV all the time. I'm like, dude, I don't even get to see myself on TV. I'm in San Diego.
Right.
So I wasn't even able to see myself on television, all these shows that people started recognizing me from. And the reason why we knew we started doing good is because LATV started playing on our time slot, their main sponsors. So we started taking notice to that. But, you know, by that time, you know, I ended up getting in trouble. I was on bail. Eventually, I was going to go to the feds, you know. And, you know, but, you know, it was a very interesting journey, to say the least. And I very much grew from it. I got to interview great people. And, you know, I had my little moment.
Yeah,
you know, I just had this little moment in time. And I don't harp on it or anything like that.
Right.
But, you know, every once in a while, you hear, oh, Queenie, you know.
Well, but see, but that's interesting, you know, and I like to shine light on that because you were once on TV, you were once working with major artists, and I think some people need to hear that, because what if you're one of those artists that people say, I used to bump him, but I just don't remember.
Right.
And then you just said the name of your album was something 619?
Yeah, you can find it right now on iTunes. I think it's just go to either Q619, I think it's what it is. Q619 or Queenie 619, and go check it out on iTunes. It's pretty good, actually, man.
Okay.
And it was 2004. It was definitely advanced for it. As a matter of fact, the Baker Boys produced a cut on there for me.
Really?
Shout out to the Baker Boys. Yeah, oh my God, I love the Baker Boys. You know, the Baker Boys produced the cut. What's so funny is, you know, the Baker Boys, they were syndicated at one time.
Yeah.
And I was with your brother. We're at school, right? And, you know, we're listening to the Baker Boys show syndicated, and they produced that cut for me, and they played it. So, you know, I remember when they played it, everybody like, damn, dude, that's really you. You're not lying. I'm like, no, dude, I'm telling you. And it was funny because there was times where I would you know, get in there, and they'd be like, oh, Queenie, I know you are. And it was interesting, man. Yeah, it was interesting.
Okay. I want to back up a little bit because I would like to ask, at what point in time, or how old were you when you began to take rap serious, when you started writing?
You know, that's a good question. I always took rap serious. I used to battle.
Really?
You know? Oh yeah, 100%. I used to eat people up in ciphers. I lived for that.
Wow.
Yeah. I was mean with my wordplay. That's how I started. You know, I was very influenced by the East Coast, and you know, I used to enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? But as again, you went through that whole era of hip hop. Keep it real, right? Remember that Keep It Real and lyrics and all that stuff. But then you started getting into transitioning and making hits. I always wanted to make the hits. But I was very into the streets as well. If you listen to my music, it's very street, and you can feel it. But then again, I was living it.
Yeah, of course.
So you were able to feel it. That was the big difference between me and a lot of artists there. Right. That's where my battle was from, I was really living it. So why am I talking it? I was talking corridos in English. Right. But I'm used to that. That's where I'm from.
Right. Okay.
So I actually had that knack too, So I was always, it's just just slowly but surely you transitioned with the time, and I'd get more into, hard stuff. But I used to battle,
Around what age would you say you started?
Oh, I'd say probably, I started picking up a mic when I thought, everybody did their little neighborhood rap, right?
Right.
Probably about, I would say like 15, 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you first recorded and they played it back and you heard yourself, did you like how you sounded?
I'm actually glad you asked that question. The first time I ever recorded, and I want to give a big shout out to Steve Vicious. I recorded with Steve Vicious.
Right.
And the Steve Vicious is like the Dr. Dre of San Diego. He had his hands on every San Diego artist you could think of. This man would just eat and breathe music at his home. And you ask Little One, ask Shadow, Steve Vicious. And he was a great producer. And I think I did my first recording with him, and we made some real good songs right out the rip. But it was just kind of natural to me. Okay. It was just natural. I understood the formulas because back then you had 3 verses, a hook. Now it's just 2 verses. It's just changed a little bit. Yeah. So you had a lot more wordplay. But yeah, I think for what I didn't realize is that eventually I found my voice. That's the one thing.
Okay.
I don't know if other artists go through that, but there was a time where I finally hit the lab and I found my voice. I found my tone.
Okay.
And I said, this is my frequency. See, what artists need to understand is that your voice is a frequency. And you have to have this certain frequency that's able to go in people and linger inside of them and not leave the other ear.
That's good.
So... And that's just something that I understood, and I found it one day. And when I found it, that's when I realized, man, I was good. I dropped this mixtape. I ended up going to Miami, and I was, back then you passed mixtapes. Yeah. And it was back when the whole Latino explosion was weird. People were waiting for that Mexican 50. Yeah, 50 Cent was hot, and we were waiting for that thing. And so I put out this mixtape, and I had all these classic cuts that I took. I don't know how I ended up in... I think at that time, Pitbull had something with Puffy, Bad Boy Latino.
Yes.
And I was in Miami. People were passing out my mixtape, blah blah blah. My partners of people, and I'm in Miami. I'm on bail. I'm depressed. I'm like they're just trying to work, trying to make a living while I'm getting ready to go away. And from what I hear, this is a story I heard. Could be false, and don't quote me. So somehow, some way, Pitbull ended up with the CD. And I took one of his beats and I did my thing with it.
Wrecked it, yeah.
Yeah, and then but he was right there with Puffy. Somehow, some way, it could be a false story, but this is what I heard. And Puffy heard the Biggie beat, and he said, "Who the fuck is this guy that took this dude's beat? This dude's hot. This is hot,
Yeah.
And so my people telling me, dude, they're asking for you. They're asking for you. I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm going home. I'm going, I'm going away. So it was very interesting. But so it was just one of those things, but right. I had found my voice, and I got real good when I found my voice, when I found my frequency.
Now that mixtape, is that still available?
You can find it on YouTube, I think. Yeah, you can find a lot of songs of mine on YouTube. I don't really have much. I know I have that album on iTunes, and again, I never really pushed it or anything like that.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm done with that. Like, I felt good to come out to do that song with Conejo on the Poison remix.
Right.
I think I did a good job on it. The reviews were pretty good. That's just my typical me and my typical fashion. But like I said, it's not something I have kids. I run businesses. I have a couple businesses in San Diego. I ran nightclubs for years. When I got out, I ran nightclubs. I worked for a great company. Once they gave me the corporate blueprint, man, forget it. I'm all about business now.
Right.
Talk to me real money. Like, let's, how can we get this money? What can we do? What's the next move?
So here's my question for you, and for the people that may not know, Alex, do me a favor. Get him a napkin, please. Give him like 2. So now, you rapped, you hosted your TV show, LATV.
Yeah.
You go to school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to school.
Yeah. Now, here's...
I met your brother.
Yes. You don't want to take him home with you, man?
He drive me crazy in 2 days.
Okay. Go ahead, Alex, right there.
Thank you.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
What do you think that either killed it for you, or what was it that made you lose the desire to continue as an artist?
That's a good question. I think ultimately, when I went away and came home, I was just very focused on my kids, just focusing on getting my life. I did, when you're like, it's when everything is so real to you, when you're so like, real, like, I'm not saying in a bad way. I'm just saying like, hey, you know what's not going to pay my bills? I have to really focus. I have to get, I'm a 30-year-old son, man. I got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? So probably, I'm not saying anything died or anything like that. It's just I had to make a choice, and I made one.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I probably should have pursued it. I don't know. But it was good. I learned a lot from it. And I had good times. And it's cool every once in a while to hear, oh, Queenie, And I do get that a lot. But, there's a lot of... There's the music industry changed so much. It's so different compared to the way it was before, and all artists should know that they should be very grateful, because now it's up to you. Like, you're really in control. Little One said something on the interview, like, you're in control of your own destiny now.
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes it's okay to tell your friend he can't rap, man. You know what I'm saying?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, sometimes it's okay to tell your friend you can't rap, man. It's not for everyone, but regardless of the fact, even if not, you could still put your music out there. There's always going to be a listener for everyone.
Right.
But to me, I always had a high standard of music. Again, I wanted the big things. Like,
of course.
Say what you want about 6ix9ine. He's a great artist. You know what I'm saying? That guy's a star.
Right.
He's got the formula. He makes hits. He has 24 million followers, and those are all accomplishments. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, everyone has their standards and all that, but that's what you should be striving for. Right. If rappers think they're doing anything, especially like more Latino, Mexican rappers, like, if you think you're doing something, then you need to pay attention to Bad Bunny. You need to pay attention to these artists that got people that don't even speak in Spanish, rapping in Spanish and singing in Spanish. And they are making tons of money, and they're, reggaeton artists are, in my opinion, are big artists than rappers. Because they sell out arenas. You can't tell a reggaeton artist, say, come perform at a club. Okay, cool. You're going to pay me $250? What are you going to pay me?
Right.
I sell out arenas. And, and that's what we should be striving for. That's what artists should keep their eyes on the prize. I don't care about, this is just my opinion. I don't want to offend nobody.
Right.
I just want to speak from the heart.
Oh, you probably did offend people with 6ix9ine, but
yeah, whatever. I'm not here for that.
Right. I get it.
I'm from the streets, and I don't want to talk about the streets because when you're in the streets, you don't talk about it.
Right.
So but at the end, he's still making music, and he's still making a ton of money.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying what he did is what I'm, saying is cool. I'm saying as musically,
an artist,
musically, he's a star.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what everyone should strive for.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you could say, I'm Latino, but I'm Mexican.
Right.
And he puts on, that boy, even before all his drama, that boy put on.
Yeah.
He wear his flag. And, that's, man, like, I'm not using him. I'm using Bad Bunny. I'm using all these people.
Right.
As that's where those are the heights that potentially you can reach. Yeah. Why would you not want to reach those?
I'm glad you're bringing this up, and I think it's a very, very powerful point that you're bringing up, because not too long ago, we had a guy, Omar Cruz, and a guy named Lulu.
Omar Cruz. What's up with you, Omar? Tell him I said hello, man. Good guy right there.
And they were speaking many of the facts that you are speaking right now. And it is very, very true. I always ask a lot of Chicano rappers this question that I'm about to ask.
Yes.
I always say, why do you think? And then I'll give you kind of what they usually say.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think a Chicano has never risen to the status of a Game, of a Eazy-E, of a Dr. Dre, of a Puffy, of a Biggie, or whatever, okay? Many of them said this. This answer goes back, they go back to these two same answers.
Yeah.
Number one, they always say because we hate on each other.
Mm-hmm.
The Raza hates on Raza.
I'm glad you actually said that, but yes.
Second, one guy said it, and I never thought about it, but he said this, because we settle. We'll get a little bit of money, we'll get a little bit of chips, and I'm cool.
Yeah. That's actually a good answer. That's actually a good perspective. One, listen, that word hate, I'm too old for that. Hater, like, oh, come on, man. I'm old. Like, if you don't hate on me, you're misunderstanding me. That's all that's happening. In my perspective. That's me combating that word right now. You know, younger people, they're going to say, hey, no, you guys are just misunderstanding each other.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? There's a middle ground. You guys are just ain't finding it. You know, you got, King Little G.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's good. Mm-hmm. And he is successful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he does great. Matter of fact, I interviewed King Little G on my show when he was back with Double 9 Records.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. Shout out to King Little G. I don't know if he remembers me. But I interviewed him. On the show. And I remember, God, I remember the show so vividly. I had an ankle bracelet because I was on bail with a monitor. And I'm right there, I think, on Crenshaw. And, you know, I had to be monitored and I'm interviewing him and everything. And look at the heights he's gotten to. And that should be respected. He's a great artist. And, you know, he markets himself well. And, you know, and that's important, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's endless.
Yeah.
Why do you know, if you can reach these heights, why would you not want that? And you know, you don't have to sell yourself out. You just listen. Here's probably the biggest thing. You know, one, you always heard Raza always say, oh, you know, the brothers don't hate on us. They don't show us love. They don't. Brothers showed me love like crazy. You know, the game fucked with me. Yeah. You know, you spit, and they're gonna tell you, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
So all that's bullshit. If you're hot, you're hot.
You're hot.
That's the bottom line. Don't believe the hype.
Yeah.
If you hot pimping, that's it. Mm-hmm. Don't let other artists tell you if you're hot. You know who's gonna tell you you're hot? The people.
Yeah.
The people are gonna tell you if you're hot.
Yeah.
They're gonna be your responders.
Yeah.
What are you gonna tell someone that's successful? You been like 6ix9ine. What are you gonna tell him? Well, I'm selling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The people are gonna tell you that you're hot.
Right.
They're gonna be your ultimate judges.
Yeah.
And what artists need to understand is that the music doesn't belong to the artist. It doesn't. The music is a gift. You're just a tool. It belongs to the people, man.
Yeah.
You're just a tool. So if you want to hoard this music that doesn't belong to you, you're missing it because it belongs to them. It belongs to the people. It's not yours. You're just a tool from a higher source that's chosen. So you can be an efficient tool, or you could just be an inefficient tool.
Yeah.
Because the music isn't yours. It belongs to the people, man.
Wow, bro. You know what? This was like part 2 of Omar Cruz and Lulu, because they were spitting so many gems like this. Yes.
Oh yeah, man. Tell him I said hello, man. They're good friends of mine too. I know him from the industry. You know, Omar Cruz did his thing too.
Yeah.
You know, and I just tend to not get time warped. I don't like talking too much about it because I'm not stuck in those days.
I know.
And I don't want.
But it makes good for conversation.
Absolutely, 100%, and that's what we're here to do.
Yes.
So you know, I think ultimately, why limit yourself? Remember, the brothers don't hate them, but it's black and brown love. It is all day, 100%. If you're hot, you hot.
You're hot.
They'll tell you.
I'm gonna quote Tony G. I had the honor to interview Tony G. right here, Tony Gonzalez.
Sir.
And he said, pretty much a lot of the things you said. He said, if you're popping, you're popping. People are going to tell you. He says, and if you can't rap, then you can't rap. And like you said, it's okay to tell a friend, dude.
Yeah.
This is probably not for you.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And we don't want to be like, we don't want to hone on that. Like, that's not the point. I just think ultimately, the biggest takeaway is saying, oh, well, we hate on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who are you talking about? The artist or the people? Because the artist isn't going to buy your album and make your world. The people are.
The people are.
So who's really the hater? I mean, are people really hating on you, or you're just not popping?
Ooh, I felt that one.
You know?
Okay.
And I don't want to sound like that, because I want all artists to be successful.
And you know what? And I agree with you 100%. But you know what? You're stating facts. And sometimes today, in today's generation, truth is the new hate speech.
100%.
You know?
Yeah, you know, everything. I agree with that. You know, we're very divided times right now. You know, it's either left or right. The biggest dangerous place is the middle.
Yeah.
Because it's the place where you're, you know, all you're looking for is truth. That's all you need. This side is right and that side is right, but you got to know,
right,
which side is right, and can't get caught up in anything. And yeah, truth is kind of becoming the new, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good point, actually.
We have a couple of minutes before we go to break. I wanted to ask you, what is Queenie doing now? I understand you have a pizza place.
Yeah, I have a pizza place. Of course, I did nightlife for years. I worked in the nightlife industry for like almost 9 years, 10 years. It was great. Life game changer. I worked for a great company.
Okay.
R&D Group, shout out. They showed me the way. And that's another thing, Tony, once you sit down at a table with successful people that show you how to get your money and make it to more, like, your life will never change, man. The first thing I did is like, look, I love the hood, but why am I going to open up a business in the hood when there's money over here? You just follow the path, right?
Right.
So I did that for years, and I learned so much, and I ended up getting in business for myself. I got a restaurant right there in San Diego. It's called Edna's Pizza. It's been there for like 50 some years. It's San Diego's first official pizza place, pizza delivery place.
Okay.
And it's legit. We don't even have pizza. We got pies. We got East Coast pie. We're East Coast good,
Dope.
Pie good. And then I also have a tin wrap shop that I'm partners right there. It's called Empire Auto right there in Miramar. We do tents and wraps. And so, I do a little bit of business. I got other little endeavors, but I'm all about the money, and I'm about being a father. I love my sons. I raised them myself, with them with me, and I got 3 of them, and I kind of just, I live for them, man. You know
Awesome.
what I'm saying?
Awesome.
That's enough of a job in itself.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to wish you well.
Thank you.
Blessings upon your whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do.
And
in your
thank you for
businesses.
having me. Thank
Likewise,
you.
thank you for giving me the honor and the pleasure to come and to sit down with me and chop it up.
Absolutely.
Any shout out you want to give right now is the time, brother.
Man, I would just want to give a shout out to, first and foremost, shout out to Johnny Boy. My boy Johnny Boy. I know Johnny Boy from Vegas. Shout out to Vegas. Vegas had, what? Let me tell you something real quick right now, because you're going to get Johnny Boy on here.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. From back in the days, Vegas has always had raw talent. Vegas, I remember back in the days when I used to go, I was blown away, because there was a lot of raw talent over there, man. A lot of Mexican rappers, a lot of rappers. Are very, Vegas is a very different world, right? More like intertwined with each other and the races and all that stuff.
Right.
Over here, it's different, but Vegas had a lot of raw talent, man. There's a lot of great artists. So I want to give a shout out to Vegas. Right now, I'm talking about Johnny Boy, because I know he's here, and I want to give that recognition. Shout out to Clica one of my real good friends out there. I give a shout out to all the rappers out there that that I had a pleasure to meet and had influence. Shout out to Little One. I being careful, because I don't want to miss nobody. Shadow, Night Owl, all the San Diego rappers, Little Rob, the LA, Conejo, Jackin, and all these people that I kind of grew up with in my time in being a musician.
Right.
And there's so many good raw talent out there now. And the only thing that I want to advise every artist is, look, no one's hating on you. Just remember, the music belongs to the people. It doesn't belong to the other artists. It belongs to the people. Why strive for here when you can be here? And if you get there, if you think, then the world gets bigger.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I want everyone to be successful. I want everybody to have money, because money makes you happy, and everyone should be happy.
Awesome. All good, brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me.
Okay, everybody, go get that Modelo. Once again, go get a refill. You probably drank about 10 by now. I see you running over there to the refrigerator, getting your popcorn ready. Your drawers are sagging and your nalgas are showing. So make sure you come back. Go take a dookie if you got to. Come back. Have you letting the G-string sitting on your lap because it's about to get real good. So make sure you call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Johnny Boy is in the motherfucking building. We'll be back 10 minutes. Don't fuck around.
Yo, what's up? It's Bella. I'm here on Rhodium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Stay tuned.
Yo, it's Ray Monique on Rhodium Radio with Tony A. the motherfucking Wizard. Tune in and subscribe.
What's going on, everybody? This is Big Rich G here at Rhodium Radio with Tony A. You guys got to check this out, man. Don't miss out. Tune in.
It's your boy Producer A here at Rhodium Radio. It's your boy Tony A. Make sure y'all subscribe every Sunday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. with the dopest podcast popping in the motherfucking West Coast. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.
Yeah, this is Pablito here at Rhodium Radio. I'm here with Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in.
What's cracking? It's your boy Noel G in the house, aka Hector. You guys know what time it is, right here with the Roadium Radio Show, hosted by your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Keep listening. We got something good for you.
What's good, beautiful ladies? It's your boy MC Magic, Tony A. the Wizard. You already know. Roadium Radio Show. Turn it up.
Yo, what's hood good with y'all? This your boy Big Prodigy from the legendary South Central Cartel, and I'm over here chilling with my homeboy Tony A. the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the page on YouTube. And by the way, check out that interview with yours truly. You dig? Wes.
What's up, guys? This is Mayito. You're watching Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Little Silent from VOTG, the voice of the ghetto, man. Tune in every Sunday and Wednesday to Roadium Radio. You already know, hosted by the legend himself, Tony A. the Wizard, man. Just don't miss out, man. That should be active out here.
What's up, everyone? This is Antonio Pelayo. I'm here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to subscribe.
Yo, what's up, everybody? LA Baseball Head here, also known as LAFC Soccer Head, chilling on Roadium Radio with my homeboy, Tony A. the Wizard.
What it do? DJ Joe Cooley. You chilling with me, DJ Tony A. the Wizard, Roadium Radio. You heard me?
What up, everyone? This is Solita. Tune into Rhodium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard.
What up? Susie Q in the motherfucking building. I'm here chilling with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. Roadium Radio, YouTube. You guys check it out. Subscribe. Spank it easy.
Yo, this is Shady Boy right here with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's poppin' with it, family? It's your boy Jokes Loves Life, and you are now tuned in to Roadium Radio with the one and only Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. That's right, love life, y'all.
This your boy Weetho Trees, Roadium Radio in the house, Tony A. the Wizard, what's up?
What's up, this is your boy Panther on Roadium Radio. Tune in with your boy Tony A. the Wizard, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yay.
This is Murray Brumfield, aka Mexicali Slim, Familia Records, and you rolling with Roadium Radio with Tony A.
Yo, what up? It's your boy DJ Kazam. We're right here live, Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. That's what's up.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Mariah Avila. I'm here on Rhodium Radio with Tony the Wizard. Please subscribe, like, and comment.
Yo, it's cracking. It's your homeboy, Mr. Motherfucking Junebug. And you just tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel. You know.
Jubilee Raza, it's your homeboy Hypnotic right here in Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe, like, and do all that. Don't forget to comment. Much love.
Yo, this is Grincho Brown on Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Keeping this shit popping, all West Coast, all love. Shout out to my Raza, we getting it.
Hey, look, this is Chunks, the San Diego All-Star, and you are now tuned in to Roadium Radio right here with Tony A, the Wizard. Tap in.
Oh, man, we right here live on the Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A, Royalty, Low Profile Records. Oh, man.
What's up? It's your girl Carolyn Rodriguez here at Rhodium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday to Tony A. the Wizard.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Tony G. You're listening to Rhodium Radio with the homeboy, Tony A. the Wizard. Rhodium Radio.
Yo, what's cracking? It's 2Max with Mexican descent, visionary shapeshifters, Good Life Project Blowed, LA Underground Hip Hop. You're tuned in to Rhodium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard on Wednesdays and Sundays. LA Hip Hop will save the world. Ooh, ooh.
All right, what up? It's your boy King Cash right here at Rhodium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you guys subscribe.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Trouble P here at Roadium Radio with your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure y'all subscribe and tune in. West Coast.
Yo, what it do? This your boy, Big Havoc. One Hood Admiral, South Central Cartel General. And you're tuned in.
Yo, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch.
Rhodium Radio.
Tear shit up. AOT, you got a level? Speed, hit record, man. Get busy with Easy and Tony A on the 12 techniques. See? Here's a little something by a nigga like me. They never should have been me by a thing from the me. Yo, this is your main man me. You don't like Tony A. I'm rocking shit out of the Rhodium.
We're back now at the Jack Off Hour, and I'm Tony A. the Wizard, your host. With the podcast, I slap you across your fat ass with a fat ass dick, okay? But by now, you already know that. And if you ain't got a fat dick, you could buy a Spice Smuggler dick pump. Other than that, once again, I want you guys to buy me out the High C album. I only got a handful left. I'm not going to print them on after, okay? So I'm warning you guys. The hard copies of the mixtapes, 88 Boom and Bass, 86 in the Mix, order them, get at me. My apparel store is open. Many people have been asking me for that We Have a Voice shirt. It's available. The High C shirts, the High C album covers, everything's available now at DOCUMIXERY.com. And I also want to thank everybody that made it possible for Rhodium Radio to do, to go 25,000 subscribers in less than 1 year. And I say in less than 1 year because this Friday, it'll be 1 year that Rhodium Radio has been out. This Friday, September 11th. We've only been here 1 year, and we've already have gotten over 25,000 subscribers, and I want to thank you who made that possible. It's only because of you that we are here. It is you who make us, okay? So we will never get that twisted. As long as we know that it is you that are supporting us and blessing us, you know what? We just want to thank you. Other than that, Freaky Tales podcast, this Friday, it'll be our third episode. Our first episode is almost at 10,000 views. Our second episode, I believe, is over 7,000 views. And less than a month, we're already over 2,000 subscribers. So that one's climbing up fast. So I want to thank everybody and encourage everyone to subscribe, comment, share, like, talk crap, whatever. Freaky Tales. Also follow us on Freaky Tales podcast on IG for future content. If I'm forgetting anything, I want to thank my boy Jen from Fashion Town for blessing me with this dope hat. And I also want to thank Carnalismo Clothing for blessing me with this shirt. He gave me a couple of shirts. I got one more I got to wear, but it's a long sleeve, so it's going to take some time because it's been kind of hot lately. You know, the kind of hot where your drawers sticking to them cheeks. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce all the way from Las Vegas, Johnny Boy, Mr. Las Vegas.
What's up, Pimpin'?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm so much honored to be here with you. Man.
Really?
Yeah, I'm starstruck, bro, for real.
Well, you know, many times I look at myself in the mirror and I don't get starstruck.
No.
But no, I'm just joking, brother. But thank you, man. And I receive your humble words, bro. They bless me. And I was telling you beforehand when you told me that, when people give me compliments like that, it's very, very humbling. It's to the point almost where you almost feel like somewhat embarrassed, you know. So, but thank you, brother. Thank you. Other than that, let's talk really quick, because for some reason people got you twisted in saying Johnny from the IE.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not from the IE. I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada.
So, wrong Johnny.
Yeah, you guys got the wrong Johnny Boy. I'm a whole different character from that person.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Much respect to whoever he is, though.
Yeah, exactly. So now, very quickly, I know you drove all the way from Vegas. Okay, how was your drive coming over here?
It was fun. You know, ran into some fans on the way here too. It was interesting, but a lot of smoke. You know, all the fires that's happening on the way here, man. I hope that clears up soon. That's messed up, man.
Yeah. Now you know you living in Vegas. Do you? I mean, this is kind of you probably get this a lot, but since I don't live there, I have to ask. Do you guys go to the Strip a lot?
When we were younger, we used to, like in the 80s, we used to cruise the Strip, you know,
Okay.
kind of like how you guys cruise Whittier and everything.
Right.
But the mafia wouldn't even allow us to be on the Strip. They'll kick us off, and then they'll just give us some money, hey, get off the Strip, you know. But we would still cruise it every now and then. We'd cruise it from Cerrado to Frontier, flip a U, come back down, be all in front of Circus. It's lots of fun. Westward Ho is no longer there, but they knocked it down. Even the Stardust, they knocked it down. Riviera, they just recently knocked it down too. But yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
So you grew up there?
Born and raised.
Wow.
I don't watch it changed. A lot of people get the misconception about Vegas. They think it's, oh man, just gambling and just casinos. But we have audios out there too. We got hoods, projects, all of that stuff out there. And when growing up there, it's like you got to see a whole nother lifestyle because you got to see pimps, hoes, like the real deal stuff that you see on TV. You know, even the mafia guys rolling up in their Cadillacs, hopping out in fur coats, glasses, diamonds, you know, that kind of stuff. You got to, like in the 80s, when I grew up, and that's when we saw the mafia. The mafia was there. They ran shit.
Wow.
They weren't playing around.
Wow, damn. Damn.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you this. I think it was 1994. I went to go see Julio Cesar Chavez fight Frankie Randall. It was going to be Julio Cesar Chavez's 90th victory, but he lost. Okay. I used to go to Vegas a lot, late 80s, up to the mid 90s, a lot, like religiously. I'm all Vegas out now. I don't really care to go back to that place, okay? But you living over there, do people from Vegas attend a lot of fights, or do they just tend to watch it at home?
Both.
Okay.
Some people are like to go outside and go hang out, and get drunk and just get plastered. Sometimes just end up in jail or whatever. But most of the people, like they just they don't want to get caught up in whatever's happening on the strip. They just sit at home and they just book the fight at home.
Okay. Now, if I may ask you, please speak a little bit closer to the mic.
Sorry about that.
Okay, all good, brother. So now, I asked that because I was there not too long ago. I hadn't been there like about 19 years. Okay. I'm walking the strip and it smells like ass and weed. Like the strip smells like a fucking ghetto.
Yeah.
Do you think this COVID thing brought this, or do you think it just started getting worse?
It's been there. It's just there's a lot of people don't understand. There's a tunnel under the strip. There's people that live under there. So there's like a whole other world that's under the city. It's called the tunnel people. There's people you can Google it. It's all over.
Okay, you're not pulling my leg. This is real.
No, that's real. It's real. You got people that live under there.
There's a tunnel?
Yeah, there's a tunnel under the city. It's a big old. It's like a big old ditch kind of thing. It's very like big old, like the Ninja Turtle type shit, But it's right under the strip. Goes downtown, and it goes down Washington through all the way down to my old neighborhood.
Have you ever been down there?
In my old neighborhood, yes. Before it used to be the open part when it came from downtown, it used to be just the open ditch. But from that section, from the strip down, they opened up, and then you just had all the wash, everything come down, all the water, whatever. But people would live down there, and sometimes you would just see bodies floating down there, body parts just coming down, and you just see it like nothing.
I've never heard that, but I'm glad that you're sharing this. Wow.
Yeah.
Makes me want to go down there. But, maybe you can give me a tour or something. I don't know.
Hey, we can.
You know what? Now, earlier we were talking about when I went to Vegas, I think Lindo, Michoacan?
Yes.
Yeah. Good Mexican restaurant.
Bomb food.
Yeah. Any other place that you recommend people to go eat when they go to Vegas?
Yes, Abuela's Tacos is one of them. A good homegrown name. A good homegrown mine. Her name's Leslie. And Gordo's Taco is good too. There's a couple of those spots, especially one on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Bonanza. They have a little taco shop set up there. It's a little hood spot, but a lot of tourists come there too, and they love the food. They love it. As long as you don't mind all the crackheads and prostitutes walking around there, man, you got some good food right there, bro.
Damn, the crackheads and prostitutes. Shit, buy my fucking taco. Why not?
Right.
Okay, next time I go to Vegas, I'm going to hit you up, bro.
Most definitely.
Because I want you to at least point the way where we can get some good mariscos.
Okay.
Yeah. I love aguachiles, cotele de camarón.
Oh, I know a couple spots I could take you
mixtas, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My brother will say, as long as they're fine waitresses.
Right.
Right. But now, other than that, you were born and raised there. Man, I have so much shit I want to ask you. But now, let me start off with this. Since you do a lot of TikTok, but we'll get into that later. Okay. A lot of people recognize you from that. Okay. Like you were saying, you pretty much have gone viral where people recognize you. As a matter of fact, one of our neighbors recognized you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. What do you like to watch on TV whenever you do have time to watch something on TV? Whether it be movies, TV show, Netflix, Blu-ray, whatever.
There's two different things that I watch, and one of them I really have no choice. It's cartoons.
Okay.
Booba, Frog, and
Baby Shark.
Yeah, I try not to let my daughter watch that, but my oldest son, he always changes the channel. We put watch Netflix, but the other part that I do watch, I've watched On My Block. That's a pretty good series. Cobra Kai, like you guys were speaking about earlier, that brought back some memories. It was a good show.
That show was well done, bro. Like it just made you feel like it is the real continuance. Like,
right.
And how many years? Over 30, possibly. Over 30
it's been a while. You know what tripped me out is that now Daniel LaRusso is the bully. He's the asshole, and I seen him hating on Johnny the whole entire time, and they're like, he won't let him do his Cobra Kai because that dude, you could tell he's trying to change, and he's not. The other guy's not allowing him to. I'm like, man, tables turned, crazy.
Yes,
crazy.
Yes, that is true. I got some stories on how tables turned, but I'll leave that for another show. So now, you growing up in Vegas, what type of music would you say you were raised with at home as a kid? As your mother's cooking, she's playing some music, or as your father's home, what type of music is he playing? You as a kid, what are you listening to?
It was two different styles of music that I would hear. I would hear oldies because of my pops. He would bump the Smokey Robinson, Isley Brothers, all that stuff. And then when you get drunk, he'll just toss on the Chalino. But my mom, she would bump Los Spookies and stuff like that, like the older Mexican, the traditional Mexican music. But she got hip to the like the new music through the 80s and 90s, and she would just play like what we liked.
Right.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay, now, growing up in Vegas, for people that may be watching that grew up in Vegas as well, they're probably watching this interview wondering, I wonder where this guy grew up or what part of Vegas. What elementary, junior high, and high schools did you attend?
I went to Cerrado Elementary School, which is on Washington Pecos. It's the east side. It's the front lines of the east side. It's right on the border of North Las Vegas. And everybody that's from Vegas, they know it's just like everywhere else. You have your boundaries. You have 6 hoods over here, and then you had us just right here, and we're just right on the border. And it was just a consistent war zone right there for us. You know, it was always, how the same. I don't even want to get into that negative world, but you had that, and then you had I went to Roy Martin on 28th Street. I got kicked out of there. Then I went to Del H. Then I went to Biltmore Opportunity, which is like your second chance school. Then after that, they didn't want me back in school, and then they changed the zone variants in the area that we lived in, and they once they did a line right between all my homeboys. We all big hood.
Right.
There's Mexicans and blacks. We grew up that way. Mexicans and blacks grew up together. Like Queenie was saying, it's like we're different from over here. We all grew up together on the east side like that. So when they put the zone variants, the school district decided to send this half to Las Vegas High School and the other half to Rancho High School.
Mm-hmm.
Which when we went to Rancho High School, everybody knows you got like 4 different rival hoods over there.
Right.
And I only lasted there for like a week. I got jumped a couple of times. I got stabbed. It was just a consistent thing. I got hogtied by the police, pepper sprayed. It was like people were getting stabbed, shot in school. Like you had the SWAT team there and everything. They couldn't handle it. There was just so many ruthless ass, youngsters at the time. You just had a bunch of teenagers that would just get into some, just like everywhere else.
Right. It's funny because when people think of Las Vegas, we think gambling, we think mafia, shows, the glitz and the glamour, the boxing, whatever. We never think of hoods.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this, that when I went to go live in Vegas for a couple of months with a friend of mine in the late 80s, I shouldn't even say late 80s, it was more like 86, 87, somewhere around there. I remember at that time seeing blood gangs out there.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, because I grew up in Compton till I was about 9 years old in Compton. Then I moved out here, and there were bloods out here. There were rival blood gangs here, Mexican gangs, same way there was in Compton. But seeing them over there, I just thought that was more of a LA type of deal.
Yeah.
I went over there to get away from that, but I see them there too. So yeah, it's pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, to elaborate on that, one of my best friends that's black, his grandma and grandpa were the Bloods from Compton, and they moved to Vegas in the like the early 80s, I believe the late 70s around that time.
Wow.
Yeah, so they moved him from the west side because they had a section on the west side where all the blacks were at, so like nothing but black people over there, but you had a bunch of Bloods over there. You had the Pyrus, the West Coast, and of course you had a couple other hoods, the Jets, and those I knew a bunch of them and stuff because of my best friend that was black. His family they were all Bloods, so they were like the originals that started it over there. But me and him grew up together. There was really it was different because most people like would trip out like, oh, a black and a Mexican together as we got older, because most people weren't used to seeing that unless they were on the east side.
Right. Wow. Ever have any plans to move out?
Yeah, we're thinking about going to the other side of town, or yeah, we're looking.
But not leaving Nevada.
We got a couple spots outside another state that we got our eyes set on. So
That's
I don't
good.
want to.
Of course, give it away.
Yeah, give it away, because then we might have a bunch of the fans over there rushing us over there.
Damn, like that. I see your shirt, and it says "Buck Johnny Boy."
Yeah.
Why is that? Can you explain that?
Well, I mean, at a period of time when I began my music career, I did decent, you know, but I also had a bunch of haters too. So I still want to it's more of a like my character, you know. I'm funny. I'll make fun of myself, you know. There's really they can sit here and badmouth me or whatever, but you know, I laugh about stuff like that.
It's kind of like you're making fun of their mock.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I made a lot of money off, you know, back in the days with the shirts too, and they didn't even realize I was the one that made them. You know?
Smart. Smart. Now, okay, growing up, you play any sports, man?
We were too poor to afford to play sports, but in the neighborhoods, you know, we played football, you know, with other low bodies and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. You being from Nevada now, you being from Nevada, favorite baseball team, if you have one?
I don't. No.
Favorite soccer team, if you have one?
Well, now we got the lights, you know, the soccer lights. Yeah, they're a pretty good team.
Favorite football team, if you have one?
The Raiders.
The Raiders?
Yeah, they've been my team since I was 6. And
now, when you found out they were going...
Oh, yeah. I betted people. People say they will never have professional sports in Vegas because it's the mafia city. I'm like, watch them come. And they're there.
You got your team.
And I got them right here.
Yeah.
The Raiders right there.
Dope. Now, let me ask you this. You feel comfortable calling them the Las Vegas Raiders?
I was kind of skeptical about it because it's too long. I figured it should be more Vegas Raiders because us locals, we don't say Las Vegas, we say Vegas.
Right.
So, but, I mean, it's cool for the most part. I'm just glad they're there. You know, we got a professional team, you know. Some people don't like them, but I love them. Speaking about that, I got a gift for you. Since I'm a Vegas boy, I don't know if... I see you got a Cowboys helmet over there, but this is my souvenir gift to you, brother.
Oh, man. My hands are going to burn.
It's fine.
Let me get it with the palms
fine. Hey, you know what? You can do whatever you want with it. You know, it's just my gift to you.
Yes, thank you. This kid, look at you guys, Raiders. All my homies are Raiders, Raider fans, but thank you, brother.
No problem.
Okay, now let me ask you this football question. Say that Raiders decide to change their colors to white and red or white and orange. Do you think they'll lose fans?
Yeah, big time.
Wow. Remember the old Tampa Bay colors? It was like white and sherbet orange.
Yeah.
Like it was like, say they went that color. Orange stripe with a white helmet.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You know, and both patches on both eyes. So,
so he got knocked out twice, right?
Yeah. Nah, I'm only joking.
Yeah,
I'm only joking. So, okay. So now, since you do music as well, you play any instruments growing up?
I played keyboard.
Okay.
I was pretty good at the piano and keyboard and stuff. I was pretty good at that. I used to try to make beats too. You had the little beat machine. I was making beats and stuff.
Right.
I was pretty good at that, but I have arthritis in my hands and I have problems with my hands. I broke my hands back when I was younger, so
really,
they every now and then they stiff up. So yeah, that's kind of out there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of out there.
At what point in your life did you start? Because I've heard your music, and one thing about your music is very, very different. Okay, especially the stuff that you emailed us.
Yeah.
I listened to it, and I even told you there was also a dope female on there as well. But your music, Johnny, actually was the one who played it. He goes, check this guy out. And here's the funny part: he didn't know that I had already booked you.
Oh, nice.
That was the crazy part. He goes, dude, you need to check this guy out. He said, this guy's got some dope music. It's different. I go, hold on, I'm booking this one guy. So he didn't know I was talking to you. I book you, and then I go play it. And I go, that was the guy I was just talking to.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so that was meant to be.
That, yes.
So now, I know you're on IG. We got your IG popping up. You have a YouTube, okay, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Your music is on there. Yeah. Who was it, or what was it that inspired you as a youngster possibly to start writing, to start taking this rap / singing, whatever you want to call your style, serious?
I used to like Cerrado.
Okay.
Rico Suave. Him, Ice Cube. And like I like Tupac, but he didn't come around till later. He didn't really inspire me till later. But like Ice Cube and Cerrado, because he would dance, and I knew how to dance too. And then CNC Music Factory, you know, because I know how to dance, you know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at dancing, but...
Maybe before we go to break, show us a couple of moves.
Okay. But that was back in the days, you know what I'm saying? I was really good dancing back in, you know. But yeah, that's what inspired me, because I wanted to do that style of music, you know, bridge the gap between like have some Spanish, sing a little bit, rap a little bit, spit some reality, make girls dance, all that kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But at the time when I got out of prison, I started doing gangster rap because that's what it was selling. And I didn't really want to do it, but I did it just so I can get some ends in my pocket at the time. And I mean, I'm
Right.
fresh out. I'm trying to get my stuff started and stuff. But I was a hustler. I sold a lot of records on my own. You know.
Okay. Well, before we get to selling records, about how old were you when you first started writing?
I was probably about 12.
Okay, about 12.
Yeah.
And when you were writing these things, were you rapping them over instrumentals, singing them over instrumentals? How were you doing it where you can hear yourself back? You know, where you could play it back?
Yeah, I would actually, with the tape deck.
Okay.
The little boom box and stuff, I'll put a tape right here and then another tape right there. And I'll play one song and I'll rap over this one and try to sing over here and then record myself and hear how I would sound. But you can hear the other person's voice or whatever, obviously.
Right.
But you know, back in the days, you were able to do that with the cassette tapes. And that's how I did it. And I was like, maybe I should try this. But the homies in the neighborhood used to make fun of me and stuff like that. Man, you know, leave that Cerrado, whatever that is. And then they were making fun of me. So
because it was a different style.
Yeah. So I left it alone. But then I just got caught up with so much stuff, you know, during my teenage years. I got certified as an adult. I went to prison at 16 years old, and I ruined my life. And I didn't get out till later when I'm in my 20s and stuff. But once I was out, I decided just to go full fledged with it and just try it because I was in there rap battling with everybody.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't no real rap battle, but I would just rap, and then all the black dudes like, oh, okay, this little Mexican could spit, but I wasn't as good as them. But when I would spit, they respected it because they knew what I was talking about because, you know, they were from that side of town, and they was like, okay, this fool's, you know, he's spitting what we know about, you know.
Right.
That kind of deal.
That's dope, man. So when you got out, you knew what you wanted to do.
Yes.
Okay. Did you have to start working immediately?
Yes, my PO was on my ass.
No shit.
Yeah, he was on my ass. He'd come to see me twice a week, randomly just pop up, and he wanted me just to pull up over there and random drug test, but I was never no drug addict anyway, you know.
Right.
But I did it for him, whatever. You know?
Okay. And then when you got out, did you immediately go into the studio? How long did it take for you to release your first project?
I won't say that it was like a real professional project because I was recording in someone's garage and stuff. But at that point in time, I recorded a couple songs.
Yes.
And then he burned it on CD. So I had only a few songs on there. And I would just go sell them on the strip. I would be on the strip just selling CDs to people.
Really?
In 99. And then I worked at the casino at a Monte Carlo casino. And then I scooping ice cream, you know.
Really?
Scooping ice cream, passing out my demos to people. And some people like, man, here's a tip. Maybe you'll make it one day, you know?
Right.
That kind of deal. You know?
What do you think it was, man, that would make you go out there and pretty much give away your music? What was it that you were trying to accomplish? Because in the 80s, I would make mixtapes for a man named Steve Yano, and he would sell them. So I didn't know about giving them away, giving music away. And that's something I'm trying to learn from people that do that, because people do it at Hollywood Boulevard. People do it in New York, and then, you know, some people give them money or whatnot. But is it to get your name out there?
Yeah.
Is it for the love of the music?
Both. It was both, to get my name out there and for the love of the music, because I didn't know if I was gonna make it or not. I didn't care. I just loved doing it, and if it kept me out of trouble, that's just by all means. I just wanted to do something, you know. I wanted people to show people in the neighborhoods in Vegas and stuff like that. If you want to rap, you can make it. You know, there's all you do is just get out there and hustle. It ain't no different from hustling drugs on the corner, as long as you know how to bubble up, you know, make your profit, take your profit, reinvest into your business, and keep it pushing, you know.
Right.
Be out there, just the same thing, just like the drug game, you know. Most people don't have that skill, and I was pretty good at pushing my CDs like that. Even I gave a lot of them away. I would park my car right there, play the music right there, and if they liked it, they bought it. If they didn't, here, just take it anyway. You know, you might know somebody that might like it, you know.
Right, okay. And now, around what year was this that you were doing this?
99.
99, wow. Okay, and who was doing this music? Were you rapping over instrumentals? Were people producing it for you?
People were producing it, but the beats weren't really great quality, but we did what we could for what we had at that moment, at that time. Because at the time, Vegas didn't really have a lot of outlets or avenues back then.
Right.
There was only a couple groups that that made it pretty big, you know. But you had to leave state, you had to leave the city to go places and stuff to do it. But as time went on, like 2000, 2001 kicked in, there was more people coming in, moving into the city, and then they were willing to give me a shot in the studio and stuff like that. And their studio, and they were well-known producers back in the days, like Expose, like remember Expose, the freestyle group?
Yeah.
Oh, I had one of their producer. He had a studio, and he's like, let's see what you got. I went in there, and he was just, okay, cool, you know. So I was buying beats from him, $1,000 a beat.
Yeah. Now today, I'm glad you said $1,000 a beat, because the cheapest beat that I ever sold in my life, and I regret it, was $800. And this was in the 90s, and it was like pulling teeth with this guy. I don't buy beats for $800. I don't, and I really wanted to tell him, bitch, I don't sell beats for $800. You know,
Right.
I'm doing you the favor. Right. You know, to me in the 90s, of course, this is in the 90s, not now, but I'm saying this so people to understand and how hard it was back then. I would charge nothing less than $2,500 a beat. Nothing less.
Right.
And that's just for me to go into the studio, lay it down, track it, and leave. Let the engineer track your vocals and mix it down.
Right.
You know, that was it. I mean, because now everything's on laptop. I think beats go for what, $25?
Yeah, they're cheap now. You can they lease them. You know, they lease beats nowadays, and I'm not really with the leasing stuff, but it happens. You know, with people out there. You even if you buy the beat exclusive, someone already out there has the lease of it. So it's kind of you kind of lose, but at the same time, oh man, that dude somewhere else already got that beat. Like, well, I own it now, but I'm not gonna go after because he's on a lease exclusive rights that he has it for like 8 years or 6 years.
See, that's crazy for me when I think about that. You know, and I try, and it has nothing to do with hating on artists today. It's trying to understand artists today.
Right.
You know, and then of course when you share the dues you've paid and the struggles you've made, people just think, oh, you're just hating because you're old.
They call you old head too.
Yeah.
They tell me the same thing.
Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with that. It's like music can be done a lot easier today, but I think music is so watered down now.
Right.
You know, give you a quick example. A great producer friend of mine, produced for Tupac, produced for Bone Thugs, a lot of great artists. He tells me when he does a beat, he'll do a full-on beat, like say specifically for you. He said these new artists come in, they'll say, take that out, take that out, take that out, take that out. Before you know it, it's just a kick, a hi-hat, a clap, and a little weird noise. And they're like, that's it.
Right.
He says, sometimes I have to dumb it down for these kids. He said, and I feel uncomfortable, even though they're paying me good money, but I almost feel like this is no longer even my beat anymore because we took so much out.
Right. Yeah.
So, you know.
I
But
feel you.
anyways, other than that, what year did you go away? What year did you come back?
Oh, I went away like the late '94.
Okay.
And then they gave me house arrest until my parole because I was facing another charge.
Okay.
And which was I went in there for attempted murder, and then there was other charges they were trying to pile up on me at the time. They had the murder case was dismissed. It was some other stuff they had going on.
They were trying to throw the book at you.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that when you're in that area and then you fit the description, they're just gonna just get anybody that they can at that time.
He was a bald Mexican guy with tattoos.
Well, at the time I had slick back hair and a long tail, you know, like the old school slick back hair, you know.
Rico Suarez.
Yeah.
Okay, check this out, man. We're going to go ahead and press pause right there. When we come back, we're going to talk about your music. We're going to talk about TikTok and whatever the hell else you want to talk about. The floor is yours, brother.
I appreciate
All right?
it.
Cool. All the way from Las Vegas, okay? So, once again, call somebody, text somebody, break a bottle over somebody's fucking head and let them know that Johnny Boy, Mr. Las Vegas, is in the motherfucking building. I'm going to go get something to drink. You better too. Come back. Don't fuck around. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch.
This is your Theo on Roadium Radio. The panties are popping and it's non-stopping. Tony A the Wizard.
heard about this young kid from the Harbor area named Tony A, and he was a DJ, Holmes, and he was going in with the big stars, you know what I'm saying? And he was like one of us going in and infiltrating inside of all these MCs, you know what I'm saying?
A Rhodium mixtape is just mixed of different types of music, no matter what genre it is. And like I said, it's like making your own musical movie.
When La Raza came out, man, even the amount of sales of the single of La Raza that got moved out of the Rhodium was crazy, bro. And that song just got played and was played in all the stands over there. And I was blessed to go back one time even to see it, and I want to say in 91 or 92.
Although they were not black, they were Oriental, Asian, whatever you want to call them, they were cool. And they embraced everybody, blacks, Latinos, whoever came to the swap meet to want to buy music. They were record people.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Golden Shower Hour. This is Tony A, your host, with the podcast that slap your calls your fat ass with a fat ass dick. I made a little joke right before we went to break, and first of all, I want to say it was no disrespect. I want to show mad love to everybody in Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas, okay, even though I'm kind of all Vegased out, but much love, much respect to everyone in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, stand up, okay? We're back. ¿Cómo estás, Johnny?
Bien. Enjoying this, Victoria. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what? I said it's kind of like the champagne of beer.
Yeah.
And but other than that, and we put out the little whiskey. I haven't drank whiskey here in a while. I think the last time I had this bottle here, I had Rodney O here.
Oh, okay.
So I had him here. And to be honest with you, he pretty much drank the whole damn bottle. Like, I was 2 hours with him, and that fool kid, like, Joe Cooley, man. And he kept drinking. But now I want to bring something up because a lot of people know you from Caso Cerrado.
Yeah.
Can you explain what that is? How did you get involved? What's going on?
All right, a TV producer from Telemundo contacted me and stuff like that, and they wanted me to be on the show because they like my acting with Little Moco and stuff. So they thought I could bring a little humor to their show. Well, the thing with Caso Cerrado is it's like a Judge Judy / Jerry Springer. It's an all scripted show. It's not real. It is fake. I repeat, it is fake. For all you people that think it's real, it is fake. Because if that's the case, if y'all think it's real, then I fucked Judge Polo. You know what I'm saying? So
wow.
Yeah. Straight up.
Did you?
Yeah. But yeah, the show was crazy because it's like they asked me a little bit about my life. They wanted to bridge a little bit of my life into the show. They incorporated. Basically, it's like I rented a daughter. At the time, I didn't have no daughters whatsoever. So
you could rent daughters?
Well, in the show, basically, it's like the case you get sued or you're suing somebody. So this chick was suing me for renting her a defected baby, which was my daughter apparently. But I didn't have a daughter at the time, so it was just all like make believe. And the chick that was with me wasn't my real wife because my real wife, she's Asian. She can't speak a lick of Spanish. So if people that follow us, if they really look into it, they see that all my kids are half Asian. So, but yeah, the show was funny. It was just like some people took it serious, and I was getting death threats here and there, and I just laughed at them. Yeah, people really took the show like really serious. Like, come on, bro, like Jerry, or like, yeah, it's just like Jerry. It's just like Jerry Springer. Yeah, like more. It's all scripted. Everything nowadays on reality TV and stuff like that.
Reality TV is not real.
No
TV.
No, it's all scripted. Everything is scripted. They'll make you make a fool out of yourself. You know what I'm saying, for the clout. You know.
Now, how long were you on this show?
It was just for one episode.
Okay, one episode. Now, you mentioned Little Moco.
Yeah.
How did you get connected with him, and what was it that they saw that I guess they wanted you on the show?
Well, I do a lot of comedy stuff too. You know.
Okay.
I do my little acting stuff. So I met Little Moco when I used to work at 97.5 Street Fuego. You know, I used to host the show it's a radio station in Vegas too as well. He came there. He brought us donuts, and we're like, what the hell? It's 9 o'clock at night, and you're bringing us donuts. But he one day is like, hey, I was a fan of you. I grew up to your music, and then I want you to come to one of my video shoots. I came. And he saw that I'm pretty funny myself. So from that day forward, we just started doing a bunch of YouTube videos, and all the videos all went viral. There are millions, like 10 million, 20 million, 30 million plus. You know, it just kept going.
Wow.
So people would they normally would get people from YouTube, people from like Instagram, like Caso Cerrado, like the Telemundo. They'll grab all these people that already got like acting skills, and they'll pay them. They'll pay for your flight, they'll pay for your food, they'll pay for your room. and on top of that, they give you a fat ass check after you're done. You know what I'm saying? So
wow,
you know,
that's dope.
And then whatever exposure you decide to give, whether it's good or bad, you know, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right.
So
now from you being in the rap industry, let me just say the music industry, how did you venture out into doing these type of skits? What was it that you saw? Who was it that you saw? Who encouraged you? Who motivated you to start saying, let's start doing some comedy shit?
Well, I've always wanted to do it. I just didn't think no one would take me serious because the way I looked back in the early 2000s when I was doing my rap stuff. And I was like, I'm a funny dude, you know, like some of my lyrics, I would say some funny stuff. I'll have you killed by a hyena wearing a thong. You know, you're like a hood rat. You make my dick hard. That kind of stuff.
That's sexy.
You know, right? So if people really paid attention to my lyrical content, I would say funny stuff. You know, in my lyrics. You know, it was. But some people didn't take me serious. Like, what the hell? What the fuck is he saying? You know. But people knew me that I was a street person back then. And then some people like, oh, fuck this fool. He's from this. He's from that. He's from this. Whatever, I'm trying to do music now. But you trying to make money or you want me to represent Vegas, or who are you gonna have represent Vegas, you know?
Right.
But we've had several artists that tried, and there's only been a few that's actually took it to another level and stuff, you know.
Right.
But I just with the whole thing, I got into the skits because I found my voice, just like what Queenie was talking about. I want to touch that. I found my voice that when I did the comedy skits, it was more receptive for the people because it's like they never really see someone all tatted up being funny back then, you know. And then when I was doing it all with Little Moco, and then I was getting a lot of fans from that, so I was like, oh, cool, I might start doing this more often here and there, you know. Every now and then I get people like trying to make fun of me, oh, you're Little Moco's backup dancer, you're this, you're that, and I'm like, hell yeah, I used to do lap dances, you know, when I performed. That's how I met my wife, you know. I did a performance, taking off my clothes, and, you know, like, shout, you know, just grinding on her.
Can you do that again?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I've done that at a lot of my performances, and that's a lot of. It's on my YouTube channel too as well. Girls screaming, going crazy over that stuff. So, yeah.
Damn, you give lap dances?
Yep, I'm a Vegas boy, man. You got to show entertainment. If you're gonna be from Vegas, you got to bring the whole shebang. You know, you got to bring the whole entertainment, the whole Chippendale, the whole pimp, the whole mafia, the whole. You gotta do it all. If you don't, you're not really repping Vegas. That's
you gotta live it up.
Yeah, you got to just do it all. If not, then you just how you enter. You know, I feel like I'm an entertainer. That's all I am. It's just an entertainer. You know, that's how I look at myself.
That shit is dope. Now, you mentioned you worked at a radio station.
Yes.
How did that come about? Give us how did they lead into it? Did you know somebody in there? Did they invite you? Did you just apply? How did that happen?
They used to play my music there.
Okay.
So when 97.5 first started in Vegas, I would see them posting up in the wrong areas of the city. I said, you got to go to this side of town, you know? I said, you guys are targeting the wrong crowd with this music.
Right.
Boom, I'll take them to, oh my God, hell no, I'm going to get shot over here. Like, nah, watch. And people just attracted to it.
Well, you knew the culture, you knew the people.
Yeah, exactly. So they started blowing up. So once I showed them exactly where all the hot spots in Vegas were, and they blew up. 97.5 blew up big. And then they started playing my music. They were showing me love and stuff like that. And then when Street Fuego came about, you had Yesy Ortiz. You know, everybody knows her from Power 106 and all that. She was hosting the show. You had the Chopper that does all the car dealerships. He was part of the show at event. And after they went away, you had Sandy La Bonita, you had Ron Dizzle. Then I came. But they contacted me because I wasn't really doing much music no more because I had a lot of personal stuff going on in my life at that moment. I could touch that base in a little bit about it, or I could speak upon it now. But you know what? Let me just get to it. My mom was federally indicted. And then when they federally indicted her, they took her house, her other house, and they took her cars, and even the house I lived in, because they thought I was laundering drug money through my music. So when they took my bank account, they embarrassed me so much in front of my son. It's like they cut my bank card in front of my son, and the security kicked me out of the bank and said, hey, we don't want your kind around here. Here's the card, and they gave me an FBI card. I'm like, hey man, I can prove all of my earnings and stuff from contracts from Tower Records and Warehouse and Sound Goody and stuff. So once I proved all that stuff, IRS stepped in and just wiped out my account. So they took a lot of my money, and then they took the house and everything, but I was able to take everything out of my house at that moment, you know, at the time. So I wasn't really doing music much no more. I was stressed out. My mom was in and out the hospital. She passed away She passed away because
Rest
she was
in
supposed to. She's supposed to go. You're supposed to get locked up and stuff, but she passed away due to the stress. And when she died, it just took a toll on me. And then prior to that, I had no choice but to get a job. You know, I'm working at a casino at the end resort, and people are like, man, you're famous. You're supposed to be rich. What you doing in here? I said, I'm a humble man. Don't worry about that. You know, had a lot of things going on in my life. So I kind of stopped doing music, and I just had to just be real at the moment, and I gotta help my mom. You know, so I helped my mom for that point. You know, at the time, and so the radio station called me. It's like, hey, Johnny boy, I haven't heard from you. What's going on? This is the program director, Cerrado Salisbury, and we were really good friends. And she was like, hey, come to the station. I got a proposition for you. I'm like, cool. Came through. She goes, how would you like to be part of the Street Fuego? I'm like, let's do it. So I got on there, and we was killing it. You know, we were showing love to all the Latinos. Kind of same thing like Pocos Pero Locos, but we was doing it in Vegas, called Street Fuego.
And around what year was this again?
This was what year, love? Like 2013. Yeah, 2013, 14, like around that time. Because that's around the time I met Little Moco and stuff, you know.
Okay, now let's go back to how did you get your song on the radio out there?
They played it because I was helping them out with all the stuff.
Just like the street promotion?
Yeah, the street promotion stuff. I would tell them where the hot spots were. So they say, since you rap, let me hear what you got. So I gave them one of my songs, and they liked it. So they like, we'll play this. So they played it. You know, they played it a couple times out of the day, you know, throughout the week and stuff. And I was one of the first Vegas rappers to get played on rotation in Vegas.
Okay, that's my next question. How did it feel, man, hearing your song on the radio?
Oh man, it was unreal. It was so unreal that I was like, I used to dream of this. I was sitting in my prison cell, just like one day, Johnny. At the time, I didn't even know what the hell I was gonna call myself at the time. Right. But you know, it was like it felt good. It felt really good. I was honored. I would show love. I consistently would always be at the radio station. Anything they needed, I had them. You know, I had their back. Whatever they needed, they had me, and I had them. You know?
Wow, that's dope, man. Yeah. Now, as far as your production, when you started taking this thing serious, who was doing your beats? You know, because usually DJs, producers kind of get left out.
Yeah.
So let's shine a little bit of light on them. Like, who was helping you put your music on where eventually it got into the radio?
First off, it was from Expose. Rest in peace, Steve Vintic. He was one of the producers. He was the keyboard player from Expose.
Oh.
He produced a lot of my music stuff. He believed in me, but he just didn't really want me to go the gangster rap route. He was trying to show me something different. And that's where I really wanted to go, but the kind of music he wanted me to do wasn't really selling at the time. So So it was kind of conflicting with everything that I was trying to do, you know. But I had TJ Black. He was from California, but he grew up in, you know, kind of partially Vegas kind of deal. And he told me, hey, I can make some dope hot beats for you. I know you know, I got something for you. And I'm all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know, so I met a couple other producers. Even throughout the time, I met Jaime Payne Ortiz, which is the same producer as SPM.
Okay.
And then Carolyn Rodriguez. I got a couple tracks with Carolyn Rodriguez too, Low G, and all those cats. And I was supposed to like be part of Dope House Records.
Really?
Yeah, back in 2007, 2006.
Wow. And how did that come about? You just you mentioned Carolyn. Was it through that connection or?
Well, through one of my managers. He was managing Payne, which is Jaime Payne Ortiz, who produced all the stuff from SPM when he was locked up in prison and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I was connected with him. And then Carolyn Rodriguez came through the studio and laid some of her vocals down, and we vibed, and you know, cool chick, you know.
Okay.
Cool chick.
Yeah, I interviewed her here not too long ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
And what happened that you didn't end up going? You know.
He got Univision wanted to sign me and him as like a Timbaland and Magoo kind of deal.
Okay.
And this was back then. We went to one of the Latin Grammy Awards because he was presented a Grammy Award back then. So we were walking around and there's people checking me out. I had the brim hat, the suspenders, tank top, and I was pretty ripped at the time. They never seen nobody like me in Florida. They're like, hey, who's this dude? You're like, I'm from Vegas, what's up? Oh shit, okay. So the vice president of Univision was like, he was digging my style, and then they liked the whole thing that they had going on, like with the producer being a Grammy winner and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, maybe we could do something. We'll give you guys a deadline, just finish me a project. So when we were trying to finish the project, 2 weeks before the deadline, may rest in peace, his daughter was killed in a car by a drunk driver.
Wow.
His wife was paralyzed, she was in a coma, and his mother-in-law was killed. he tried to overdose and kill himself. Yeah. Wow. So and then the label was like, nah, we don't want no drug addicts, you know, involved in the whole thing. And I'm like, there goes my deal, you know, like just take me, please take me, you know, like.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
unfortunately,
things like that happen. Wow.
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay, so you continue to push.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when that happened, that's when we got hit by the feds. But prior to that too, I was linked up with Young Trigger, aka Youngster. He was well known, and around the time when Mr. Capone and them were blowing up, he was like friends with them, and he had the whole same distribution with Thump Records, the B-Dub, and all of them.
Okay.
So I had a little contract with him that my music was being distributed through Universal and it was going around. So he ended up being killed in a car accident. Me delivering my second project to him. I was driving to LA. He never answered my call, and I showed up to his pops. I was like, he never called me. So a week later, we get the dad had to identify his body. Wow. You know, so it was just like the car that hit him had no registration, none of that shit. It was just it was crazy.
Wow, it almost seems like to get to where you're at right now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's just like even like when my kids rap too. So when Upstairs Records, you know, like John Lopez and all those guys, they saw talent in my sons. They were gonna sign my sons. Little Rob came up to me personally and said, "Hey man, your kids are dope." You know, like
really
my CEO wants to sign them. Let's get this going. So we sat down, we chopped it up, and we exchanged numbers. And just so happened that week, you know, that's when my mom passed. You know.
Oh wow.
You know, I was just trying to get my kids. I was trying to get myself, you know, get my mind out of things and stuff like that. It was just tough. And then my dad died. Rest in peace. He died 3 weeks after. You know, but they weren't even together. They've been separated over the past like 28 years, 29 years. You know, it just seems like their souls were still connected. You know, and they went together. Because when I would see my dad, they were like 7 doors down from each other in the same hospital, Sunrise Hospital over in Vegas. So they were just doors from each other. And then my stepmom was like, your dad keeps saying your mom was here. I was like, well, my mom's dead.
Yeah.
Like, my dad's like, tell your mom to stop visiting me. My wife doesn't like it. I'm like, and my dad was just losing it. And then just in time, my dad just died too and stuff, you know. So
sorry to hear that, man. It's just like, wow, that's really
I have them rough. Right here and back here. You know, I got their portraits and stuff on me too. You know? Yeah. Memory for them. You know?
Wow, that's.
Yeah, it's been a tough road because every time something good's about to happen, this just keeps happening to me. So, I don't know how else to explain it. You know what I'm saying? I guess it just wasn't meant for me just to pursue the whole music thing. There's like a lot more thing. The universe wasn't aligning with me on that point. You know, so.
Right. Okay. Wow. You know what's funny, and for lack of better words, I shouldn't say funny, but how it's all like coming together, even though you suffered all these losses, you know, and it was kind of like you're on your way up, detour, you're on your way up, detour, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're still going. And people, that's why it's important for people to hear interviews like yourself so they can see the do's and the struggles that artists go through.
Right.
People may just see you on TikTok, and we'll get to that right now,
yeah,
and just say, oh, this guy's a jokester. And then that's it. But don't know anything about you.
Yeah.
And I think this is where artists come, they share the story, they elaborate on what's going on in their lives.
Right.
And it changes people's perspective. And I think that's very, very important. Because I think a lot of times, many of us are so judgmental that we'll judge you by your tattoos.
Right.
You know, oh, this guy's from Las Vegas. Oh, who in the fuck is this guy? Believe me, when I posted up your flyer, I started getting who in the fuck is this guy? Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Tune in. That's all I would say. Tune in. I don't sit there and argue with these guys.
Right.
You know, tune in. So I'm hoping that your life is speaking volumes to these people that may have thought dumb shit or whatnot.
Yeah, I'm sure they have, and I'm sure they could relate. If they lost their parents too, they would understand. You know, if you lost them 3 weeks apart,
yeah,
dude, I don't think not too many people can handle that kind of pain.
I know.
You know, it's bad enough you lose one. Just imagine the next one just 3 weeks after. It's like you weren't even given enough time to heal, and you're never gonna heal from it.
Right.
Just to have it at the time. And most people like take it for granted. They may be dicks to their parents. You know, they may but when they die, oh, I love you, mom, dad, and post it, oh, I love you, going crazy, whatever, on their social medias. And at first they were talking shit about them, but reality is like they just need to put themselves in check. You know what I'm saying? Because if they were in my shoes and lost them both within those few weeks. Dude, this shit hurts. You know what I'm saying? For all you people out there, man, just, better love your parents, man, for real.
You know what? And I'm very, very strong on pushing honor your father and your mother. I truly, truly believe that, because the more and more I'm starting to see this generation, and not to talk. And I it's sad that I even have to say this, because this generation is quick to run to "you're just a hater."
Right.
You know, they're quick to run to that. But this generation is one of the most disrespectful generations to their elders. You know.
Which they're pussies too, because they'll run their mouth on social media and then telling themselves and say, "Man, who snitched on me?" Motherfucker, you snitched on yourself. You know?
Yeah, I know. But now, let's talk about your TikTok world.
Yes.
First, tell me now, when did you first hear of TikTok? Who introduced you? What, you know, that you said, let's try this?
Well, one day I came home drunk. And my wife was pissed off at me. Hey, you were supposed to be home at this time.
What were you drinking? Do you know?
Yes, I was drinking Jim Beam honey. It was because my little brother and his group, they have a little mariachi group, and I began lit with them.
Of course, you got to.
Shout out to Perla Tapatia, Las Vegas. You know, the mariachi group, you guys can book them. But I get wasted with them a lot. You know, they get wasted and they start playing their instruments, and so one day I came home, and I just headache, and I just lay on the floor. All of a sudden, I feel this hot blanket get thrown on me.
Hot blanket?
Yes, like she recorded.
Took it out of the dryer or something?
Yeah, my wife took it out of the dryer and threw it on me. Like, what the hell? So I had no idea what she was trying to do. Like, and then she had her camera, she had the phone in her hand, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And then every time she would do stuff to me, I would see the phone. Like sometimes I would see it places, and next minute, hey, that's that dude. That's that dude. Oh, that's that dude from Caso. Cerrado. Oh, that's the dude from Little Moco. That's the dude Johnny Boy. Hey, this dude's funny. Some people didn't even know who I was. Like, hey, that dude's funny as hell. And they started following. And like, you know what? I was like, me and my wife, my wife just opened up something different. This might be a platform we could try out. So she started pranking me. I started pranking her back. We just started doing stuff to each other, and it just started going viral from there. It was just funny as hell. And it all happened during the quarantine.
Oh, so this
all during the quarantine.
Pretty much this year.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
And who told you guys about TikTok?
My little sisters. They're on it, and they mentioned it to my wife, and my wife was like, "You should get on here. You should do this." And like, that's for little kids. But
see, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But then I started seeing older people on there. I'm like, okay. And then people took a liking to us, and it wasn't just so much about me. It was a family thing, to where it became that one family. That we would do stuff that other people on TikTok that were scared to do. They weren't hood enough to do it. I would embrace my stereotype and just run with it and make people laugh. It's like dope, because it's like he was talking about, like what Queenie was talking about, finding your voice.
Yeah.
Well, I found my platform. I found my voice, and it was all thanks to my wife. She was doing all the stuff to me. And then it just became a hit. We're over half a million followers. We got millions of views, and we were getting every day we're just getting thousands of followers. Every day we're just getting thousands of views. You know, it just every video is different, because the whole algorithm changed. But it's a different world. It's like a combine of YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, and all that. You could do videos from 13 minutes to 15, 20 minutes. I mean, not minutes, but seconds. Even and mainly you're supposed to do in 15 to 22 seconds if you want to try to reach the FYP page, you know, and that's where you get more exposure from different people that's never heard of you. You get people from different countries. You get a whole nother audience that you would never get, and you'll reach quicker than you would like YouTube or Instagram or Facebook and any of that stuff. And that's why all these other platforms are all hating. They're trying to get rid of TikTok, because they're taking all the competition. They're taking all the client, all the sponsorships, all the advertisements, all that stuff.
Okay, since I don't know, is it really, really that different from, I guess, Instagram story?
Well, the only difference is that you go longer than 15 seconds.
Okay.
You know, but it stays on your page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you got people from all types of walks of life that'll see it, and then they could download that. They can download, if they like it, if they like your video, they can download it, put it on their page, and share it to the world, and then there goes, and it just continues to go viral, and it just continues. There's people that shared our stuff that were really nobodies, and they blew up on their page because of some of our funny stuff that we did.
Wow. Okay, what is your name on TikTok for people to know?
That one family. It's right here. DAT1 family.
That one family,
Yeah.
DAT1.
And
family.
speaking about that one family, I got you a gift.
Oh shit! And it's not
Yes.
even Christmas.
Bam!
That
you the
one
hat.
family hat.
Yep. This is one of many.
Oh man.
And I don't know what size shirt you wear, but I got you a shirt too as well.
A schmedium.
Huh?
A schmedium.
You want a medium?
Yeah.
So you can show your muscles?
Yes, exactly.
Cool, cool. I got an XL and I got a double X.
Okay, let me see the XL.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's dope. Okay, here we go. Warning. That one family.
Yes.
That one family.
That's right. Yeah, we're crazy. We're a crazy family on TikTok, and people trip out because we do the.
So does your wife join
unexpected.
in on the jokes too?
Oh, she's the one that wanted to.
She's the director?
You know, yeah, she's that too. We're both, you know, we intertwine with, we connect with it, and the fans just sometimes just want to see the craziness
Now,
with us too.
correct me if I'm wrong. There was one I saw you in where somebody said, "Can you believe this guy wanted me to twerk for him?" Or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's right over there.
Yeah.
And he offered me to give me like, what is it, McDonald's?
No,
Happy
it
Meal?
was In-N-Out. It was an In-N-Out burger. That was her talking.
Oh, that was her?
Yeah, she said that they gave her In-N-Out for her to twerk for them.
Okay.
And I wanted my special. So
Right,
know,
so you went and got your twerk
Yeah,
on.
I twerked against the pole of the side of my house, and I ran that way and came back with a whole Happy Meal from In-N-Out. You know.
Okay, now
skipping.
Now we know that TikTok is all fun and games.
Yeah.
Okay, it's entertainment.
Yes, entertainment.
Do you get haters from TikTok?
Every now and then, not as much, as
Okay.
much, because people they know it's all fun and games. But every now and then you get people, oh, it's staged, oh, it's scripted. Oh, well, of course, you know, everything it's for fun. You know, it's fun and
Yeah.
jokes. You know, so it's all fun. Every now and then, like, oh, these people are annoying, but I'm starting to like them. Like, okay, why'd you even say that?
Right.
Or they'll bring up the Caso Cerrado. Oh, this fool rented his kid. I was like, dude, look at my page and you'll see my wife and my kids are all Asian. They're all half Asian. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, my wife don't speak Alika
Yeah.
Spanish. She would never make it on that show. She would cuss their ass out before it even got a chance to even get to that show. She thought I was crazy for even getting on that show, period, you know?
Wow. Okay. Now, okay, other than like the comedy skits you got doing TikTok,
right?
Since I don't know, what else do people do? Do they do promotion possibly for, I don't know, events, concerts? You know, what works on there?
On TikTok?
Yeah.
You can practically do anything. You can even cook, you know?
Okay.
Fishing, show people how to do mechanic work. You can just pretty much do anything. Whatever you're good at, you have basically 59 seconds to show your...
Okay.
And you could just clip everything like little by little, just make it brief on everything and just and put... You can basically do anything you want.
Now, we've heard that supposedly they wanted to shut down TikTok.
Right.
Why is that? I don't know because I don't have TikTok, so I'm asking what was going on. I know they said that China owned it.
Well, a China guy that lives in the U.S.
owns
it, but he's got U.S. employees. You know, he's got like about 10,000 employees that are they're Americans. So if he was to shut that down, you know, Trump's all about about American jobs, right? Well, this guy done brought one of the biggest apps in the world that's ever hit and within a short period of time. So it's beating a lot of competition. So they're hating on it because you got people that can instantly get famous on there. You can instantly just blow up easy. Or it's just like you got a lot of stocks that are, like people that are into the stocks and stuff like that. People are buying into stocks and stuff like that because it's becoming a big thing. But if he was to shut it down, you're gonna like get rid of some of the Americans that have jobs there that are good techs, you know?
Okay, now let me ask you, because earlier, and I'm not asking for a number, you were telling me that you guys already qualified for monetization.
Yes.
Okay, what do you need to qualify for monetization? Give you an example. Now on YouTube, which is just new, to qualify for monetization, you had to have had at least 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours of viewing time. That's the way it was on YouTube, either or. But now you have to have both, 4,000 hours and at least 1,000 subscribers.
Right.
Okay. Like for example, our Freaky Tales podcast, we just started it 2 weeks ago. We qualified now for that. Okay. On TikTok, what do you need to qualify for monetization?
From 5,000 followers on up, it can easily be 1,000 followers too. It just, you have to at least post 2 to 3 times a day since you're a beginner. You can post 2 to 3 times a day. you start
to catch up.
To catch up, and then by then, I mean, they'll contact you. They'll send you a subscription, how to subscribe into it, and then they'll put your name down, your information and stuff, and you'll go from there. We just got monetized, started getting money. We started seeing a lot of money starting to come in finally after a couple of months that we've only been on it. We haven't been on it that long, and we started blowing up. But we just started getting paid like what, 2-3 weeks ago? Is that when they sent us that information? About 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay, now you guys been on it for a couple of months. Once again, is it called subscribers or followers?
Followers.
Okay, how many followers do you guys have again?
We have over 500,000 right now.
Over 500,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I guess that's why we're talking about it, because I need people to know that over 500,000, and it's only going to continue to grow.
Yeah, it's growing. Where like every time we look at our phone, it's like, you get tired of people calling your phone or looking at your phone. You just get notifications constantly popping up. So follow, comment. And people start duetting our videos and getting reactions on our videos and stuff like that. And they're laughing at all the stuff that we're doing.
Yeah, because I know my daughters are real heavy on TikTok. And they're like, Dad, you need to check this out. Dad, you need to, and I'm like, that's for kids.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too, but it's for everybody. We got a lot of kid fans too. We try to keep it PG, but they like our funny stuff. We try to keep it raw as possible as that one family, that one, like we can relate to everybody that's from the hood or from anybody else that lives that's from a walk of life, to where they don't care what they say. They just got no filter and they just let it have it. They just have fun, enjoy themselves.
Wow. That's cool, man. I would love to do that, but I know I'm a funny guy, but I want to be hard at the same time.
Well, we could do a TikTok video after this interview if
I'm
you
only
want.
I'm only playing.
We could put you on our face.
Heck no. I always wanted to do one where I fight a midget and I get my ass beat.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a bunch of midgets in Vegas that they had one that one was like McGregor, and another one was Floyd Mayweather, and the two little midgets, they were just
Are you
going at it.
serious?
This shit was funny as fuck.
They had a small gathering?
Yeah, this shit was funny.
Oh,
They were
okay.
going at it. You had to pay some money to watch it, but this shit was funny as hell.
Okay, let's talk about Vegas real quick, because the last time I was there, we were able to eat inside. Are they still allowing people to eat inside?
Well, then I was just 6 feet. Yeah, they closed, like every other table is open.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how they're doing it now.
Your music. What can people expect from Johnny Boy, Mr. Las Vegas music? You got anything new coming out? I know you got some CDs here. What can people expect? Where can people hear it? Where can people reach you? I know your IG's up, but anything new in the music coming out?
Well, right now I just released this project that you tuned into. It's called Latin Soul.
Okay.
I sing and rap on there. It's trap soul, I would like to say, but it's I want to throw my Latin. I'm Mexican, so I want to throw that out there, like Latin Soul. And that project, I got Sofia Maria. Everybody knows her from MC Magic, and that's the singer. That's the one you like. And then I got Reina. She sings on there too. My cousin Dinero, and my son Osis. He could spit too. And
how old is your son?
He's 19. He'll be 20. He'll be 20 next month.
Osis.
Osis.
How did you come up with that name? I've never heard
he came up with it himself. Originally, I wanted him to have another name, but he wanted, because Osis stands for on some ill shit.
Okay.
Yeah, for him, So
Okay. Now, Johnny Boy, Mr. Las Vegas. How did that come about? And was that always your artist name?
No, originally it was Johnny Boy, but when I would travel, my first project, people were confusing me with a couple other Johnny Boys, which we spoke about earlier.
Yeah.
But as time, I ended up switching it to AKA Mr. Las Vegas, to try to separate me from other people. And the reason why I feel like I earned that title as Mr. Las Vegas, because I'm born and raised in Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm from the streets of Vegas.
Yeah.
I do all types of entertainment, from comedy to lap dances to gangster type shit.
You said to lap dances.
Yeah,
again.
to lap dances, bro. Like, and girls would throw dollars, like dollars and 20s, and I haven't got lucky with 100 yet, but But yeah, basically, because I was basically I started my little label on my own, and I started just hustling. I had a contract with Tower Records, so that's why I claimed the name Mr. Las Vegas, because I was an entrepreneur,
right?
And I was able to stake my claim as Mr. Las Vegas.
Okay, so we were talking about lap dances. Are you good at twerking?
If the girls want to pay some money to see it, what I'm saying, any girls that's watching us right now, just hit me up. You can hit me or my wife up. We'll twerk for you.
And now, would your lady allow you to twerk for other women?
Oh yeah, she'll sit there and she'll record it, you know, and then she'll make sure they got the dollars straightened up and ironed up, you know.
As long as the money's straight.
Yeah, the money's got to be straight, you know, and then we could do it. We could do this, you know.
That's dope. Can't argue with that. I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah, right. And then if they with it, then she might slap her cakes on top of them while I'm dancing on them. So.
Damn, that's dope. Shit, I'm gonna have to hire you guys for my birthday. So,
oh shit.
Oh, good. Okay, so what does the future hold for Mr. Las Vegas? Because Mr. Las Vegas sounds like a wrestler. Like, what was that one guy? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, it's mainly like entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like like mafia entertainment. You know, that's just basic where I put it. Well, that's where I have it at. For people to expect from me, I'm not gonna be rapping no more or singing anymore. I'm gonna be pushing artists.
Oh, okay.
So
good.
that's basically what I'm gonna be doing on my next project. It's called That One Fam. It's gonna be my next project. I'm gonna have some of my younger homeboys. I'm gonna have Sofia Maria on there. I'm gonna have Reina on there. I'm gonna have my son Osis, my other son J Boy on there, and my homeboy Stack Doe, Bones. I got a couple of my homeboys that I grew up with, Temper and everybody else. You know, people that never really got the like. They were always in and out of prison. You know, one of them just got out of prison after 24 years. You know, so he recently did some artwork on my head and stuff. But he's you know, shout out to Spook G. You know, it's my boy, and he that's my boy. He inspired me to do many things. You know, he got out and all he had was a few of us left. You know,
right.
You know how that goes. You know,
right. You know what? I like that what you're doing because you're kind of in a sense from the rap side, you're stepping aside and you're putting people on.
Yes.
That's a good thing, bro. And I love to hear stuff like that because there's a lot of people, and I get it, they want to put themselves on.
Right.
But a lot of people want to put themselves on and close the door behind them. When I was talking to, once again, Omar Cruz and Lulu, which I encourage people to go watch that interview, very educational about the music business. We were talking about how they were trying to put the Raza on.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to do the same thing with this platform and shine light on people that never get any light, you know, like what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and I can admire that, bro. So
Appreciate
if there's
that.
anything that I can do to help, let's continue to create more platforms like this. But if we're going to create them, allow me to encourage you, make sure they're good.
Yeah.
Make sure they're good. I mean, don't start up a podcast, you know, with a cell phone.
I couldn't do that. That's really not. I'll leave that to you. You're
at,
dope at what
a
you
gas
do,
station
so.
bathroom. You know, I mean, there's people that just want to start up a damn podcast and have, you know, watercolor banner in the back. You
gotta have a trucker right there grinding on top of a toilet.
At least do it right.
Right.
You know, when we started this, I told him, at least we're gonna do it right. We had a
Right.
small budget, but we're gonna do it right. And we did it right. And you know what? When you put your all into it, things grow.
Right.
Now, people always ask me, and I'm sure they ask you, how did you make your TikTok work? Okay, a lot of times it's kind of like shooting darts in the dark. We don't know.
Yeah, we didn't know.
But if they like you, they'll tune in.
Yeah. And
that's it.
And like what touched on what Queenie was saying, if you're popping, you're popping. You know, and that's what's happening with us. We're popping on TikTok. And that's the next thing. That's the other I'm gonna touch bases on. What's next for Johnny Boy, Mr. Las Vegas?
Yes.
Not just me, because it's a family thing.
Yeah.
With that one family on TikTok, we're just gonna be providing everybody laughs. You know, for people that are depressed, going through stuff. Don't be afraid, you know, to click on our TikTok, and you'll get a bunch of laughs. I guarantee you will laugh your ass off. You will laugh. You
Like
know, literally.
Because some girls don't have no nalga, so they can't really.
What we could do, you know, we got a pump in the trunk for that too. We got.
You know that girls
really
can buy
fun.
asses now? Did you know that? That's crazy. Like that's okay. I'll do that.
But yeah, they could definitely see more of me on TikTok. Not just me, but my family as well. I got my little boy Glorious Dro. He's a prank. He's a little prankster.
What's his name?
Glorious Dro.
Dro.
Glorious. My mom, rest in peace, was Gloria. So
Okay.
we gave him the name Glorious, similar to, and then my dad was Pedro. So we just cut Pe and just kept the Dro for my son.
That's dope.
Yeah. So and he's funny.
Glorious
you know,
Dro.
yeah.
That sounds like a Greek goddess or something.
Yeah, like Hercules type
Yeah,
shit.
that's dope,
And then my daughter, Melina Gloria, you know, her too. She's a little badass. She throws toys at us, so you'll be seeing a lot of her hitting us with toys and stuff like that, hitting us with stuff, you know. Yeah, she's
dope.
crazy, but
That's
she's only one.
Brother, as we're closing, anything that I didn't ask you, anything that you want to bring up, promote yourself, brother. Promote yourself until it pays off. Use this platform.
I've seen some of the comments prior, and then people were asking about the whole Duende and Johnny Boy beef. I'm gonna touch on that.
Okay.
We do not have beef anymore. It wasn't real beef. I didn't know him. He didn't know me. He was paid, given a record deal from the label he was with to diss me because I used to be with that same label before. They were pissed because I left them. So he called and apologized to me and told me that he was naive. He was being a real man about it, you know. And I never really had no personal issues. The guy, I didn't even know who he was, you know. But he's dope, you know. I give him his props, you know. So I respected the dude, you know, all day, you know.
I can appreciate you clear that because I got mad love for Duende. He's been here twice,
right?
And I got love and respect for you as well.
Appreciate that.
And I hate to see people. Well, maybe they had wrong information, but I don't want people to try to make it more than what it is.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm
kept seeing
saying?
that pop up. I just wanted to clear that up too as well. You know,
Right.
like ain't no beef between us. We every now and then we see each other, we say what's up, and that's it. You know, and we're not gonna go hang out at a bar or nothing, but we're cool. You know,
Right.
As long as I know we good. You know,
That's good, man.
You know?
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Other than that, anything else?
Let's
Anything
see.
else?
What
You
can I
can promote maybe your girl when you wanna.
Here, come over here and say what's up. Come on, say hi to everybody.
Anything that
Yo, there's people in here that probably think Caso Cerrado is real. I'm gonna show you my real wife. Come here. She's Asian. All right. Any of you ladies out there that like women too, holla. You know what I'm saying too as well. You know what I'm saying? You like the Asian persuasion right here, all day. But yeah, you can go to my YouTube, Johnny Boy TV, my Instagram, Mr. Las Vegas, my TikTok, That One Family. My new project is all over Spotify, all that stuff. You know, I even have a lot of my old stuff on there too, from the early 2000s as well. You know, I
Right.
just made like the best of. I made a couple of them, some for the females and some for the guys type deal. You know, so.
That's
But
dope, man. Fuck, I want to keep going, but damn, if you ain't got nothing else to talk about, then
I got more, but I don't want to keep all these people. They're probably like, man, this fool can talk. You know?
No. Hey, brother, you know what? Tonight's your night. You drove from Vegas.
Yeah.
I at least owe you that, brother.
Oh.
This is your platform right now. People are watching. They're probably getting drunk. You know.
There's probably some on there talking shit like, who the fuck this fool thinking? Oh, fuck him. Oh, he's a bitch. Oh, he's a pussy. Oh, he's still from my I don't care what you say. Oh, he's still running his daughter. Oh, he's still... What else y'all gotta say, man? Fuck, dude. Like, look, just... I got shirts on deck if you want to buy some shirts.
You want to buy one, yeah.
Want to buy a shirt? Here, fuck Johnny Boy. I even got another shirt that says Johnny Boy is trash. I got that too. Don't even trip. But I got clothes for women that are just coming out. I got clothing line coming
What
out.
about G-string for men?
G-string for men. For those men that are talking shit.
Right,
I
those
got that too. It's edible.
And heels.
Yeah, edible. Oh yeah, we got heels too. My wife designed the heels too. So and they
with the heel in the front.
And it's got the anal bead like anal bead shape on the bottom of the heel.
Right.
So if they want to take it to their homeboy or their friend's ass, you know, they can do whatever the hell they want to do. You know, it's all good.
You know what's when you need to come up with dick extensions for guys.
All day, man. I got that. You just get a straw, bro, and just connect that bitch, bro. You good to go. I'm telling you, good to go.
Dick extension. That's gonna be Viagra toothpicks.
Yeah,
Viagra toothpick.
That's bomb.
Low
you know?
key.
They love that. We got you. Don't even trip. That One Family got you guys.
Hey, you
Don't
want
even
another
trip.
shot, bro, or no?
Yes, please.
Okay, where's your
I got it right here.
Okay.
This is a shot for you guys that are watching.
Okay, hold it. Don't drop it.
I won't.
Okay, this is whiskey. So, shit. I dropped it on
Yeah,
the skull, but that's on him.
It's on him. He's probably gonna get drunk with us.
Yeah. Salud, brother.
Cheers, and that's an
To a
honor,
long
for real.
and prosperous life, brother.
Definitely, you too as well.
Okay, so you're gonna be so are you signing artists?
Just the artists that I have already on my list. Sophia, she has her own thing, you know, Sophia Maria, but we work together like a family. But Reina, she's a talented chick. She's on the project too as well. My sons, you know, they have their own mind, but you know what I'm saying, dad's got their back. And then my homeboys that grew up with me, that just they're getting out of prison, they want to rap, I'm gonna put them on too.
That's dope, man.
So I'm gonna put them on. I just know how to, where to put them.
Yeah.
They don't. They just, this whole technology is different from them. They're used to CDs and tapes. They went to the pen in the 90s. We all went to the pen. They just barely coming out. So I wanna help them all out. So
It was funny when my brother got out. He was like, "Let's go to Del Amo Mall," and now he's starting. mentioning old stores that were closed. He said, let's go to McDonald's right there by Sam Goodies. We'll go look at some tapes. I'll buy you a tape. And I was like, the fuck? I said, those stores are closed. What the fuck are you talking about? You know? But it's because a lot of them are like in a time capsule. We have to understand that. But for those artists, let them know that whatever we can do here for them to help promote them, we're down to do it.
Yes, we have. I want to suggest Sophia Maria, Raina, and Osis and J Boy and Temper. You know, those I'll suggest them your way too as well.
Awesome.
Once the project's done. Sophia Maria, you already know who she is. You already you fuck with her. But Raina's also on my project too that you guys were bumping too.
Okay.
She's on that project too as well. So
dope.
But I mean, if you need that connects, I got you. I'll plug you up with.
So your Instagram is up. Your TikTok, once again, that one family.
Yes.
Then your YouTube is
Johnny Boy TV.
Johnny Boy.
Yeah,
TV.
I got a mixture of different stuff. I got comedy on there too, and I got some serious stuff on there, and I got some conscious type stuff on there too. As well.
You ever gonna come out with any soft porn or anything like that?
Yes, I do. Actually, I got a Pornhub that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so if they you know, any of y'all want to join, you know what I'm saying, since y'all talking shit, you know, on this feed, you know, y'all can join. You know, I'm all good. Bring your girl, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, there
bring
you
your
go.
girl.
Bring your lady.
Yeah,
but
bring
anyways,
your lady.
it's time for us. Go ahead. Post
Warning, bro. That one family, yes, we crazy.
Warning.
Hey, we can relate to y'all, but if you want to hate, that's just on you, bro. Feel sorry for you.
All good. Yeah. So go ahead and give your shout outs, and then I'll get mine, and we're the fuck out of here.
I pretty much done said everybody that I wanted to shout out. Like,
shout them out again.
Yeah, okay. Well, let me pull out my phone right here.
Yeah, go ahead and
I
pull
got
out your phone.
a little list.
I'm going to give a shout out to Queenie. Once again, thank you for coming down.
Yeah, shout out
much
to Queenie
love, much
too,
respect
bro.
to San Diego. San Diego, stand up. Much love, much respect for you guys. Tijuana también.
Right.
Tijuana, yes.
All right, first, shout out to you, Tony A. You know what I'm saying?
You had to write that down?
Yes. No. I didn't have to write it down. I'm saying that for
Thank
me.
you, bro.
I'm just saying that just from the start. Shout out to TikTok for finally paying us. You know what I'm saying? Because people are capitalizing off of our videos that they're making millions. Like, well, they might not make millions off it, but they're making hundreds and maybe thousands off of it. Now we're getting finally paid for it. That one family, you know what I'm saying? The wifey, you know what I'm saying? Love you. See you later, you know what I'm saying? On the side of the building, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, man.
Got the camera. Nah, man. My son, Glorious, Melina, my daughter, my other son, Osis, J-Boy, my other son, Anthony. Shout out to Sophia Maria, Raina, Spook, Stack Doe, Tamper, Bones, one of my producers, KG, Cold, Hitman Beats, Drake Banks, you know, be on the lookout for that one fam, you know, music for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot more that I could say, you know what I'm saying, if I forgot you. Like, anybody that's supported me, that's followed me, much love to everybody, for real. It's like, there's another cat, Brown Shady, and Chino Brown. They're from LA, you know what I'm saying? I want to give them their shout out too as well, you know what I'm saying? And then anybody that's ever messed with, that's fucked with my music and stuff, or even like just been a part of my journey as well. Much love to you guys, you know what I'm saying?
Awesome. First of all, let me say much love, much respect to you and to your wife. Long and prosperous life, brother.
Appreciate that.
You got blessings upon whatever you guys do. Whatever we can do here to support you, we got your back, Las Vegas back. Much love, much respect to Las Vegas. Other than that, let me go ahead and thank the man that makes everything happen. That's Johnny Boy as well.
Yeah.
John motherfucking Elkins.
Pimp Juice, Johnny Boy over there.
Pimp Juice, exactly.
Pimp Juice, Johnny Boy.
Exactly. You can go to johnmotherfuckingelkins.com. You can buy his anal bleach.
Bleach?
Yeah, you got anal bleach. He
Oh,
also
dope.
waxes women. Hairy ass women. He like hairy ass women.
I need that shit, bro. I need that shit.
Other than that.
It's for me, though. It's for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then women nail polish, he's got that.
Okay.
Yeah, he also waxes women's tits because sometimes women get hairy.
Yeah, I like hairy tits too, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
I know this fat Vapa's got some. No, but anyways.
Nah, he probably sweats. I'm good. He probably smells like old dirty sandwiches and shit.
Okay, and pocket pussies. He sells pocket pussies.
Pocket pussies. Okay, okay.
Pocket pussies, black, brown, white, yellow, whatever. Hairy, non-hairy, peach fuzz. Scented, non-scented.
Okay.
Scratch and sniff stickers.
I want the non-scented.
Okay, yeah, he's got those. We got those on deck.
I gotta have the full-fledged raw sewage shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like the tunnel. Like I was telling you about the tunnel over there with the dead bodies floating and shit. That's what I want, bro. I want that shit. If you can bring that up, bro, I'll pay for that shit, bro, all day.
He's also the one selling the Viagra toothpicks. Okay. The dick extensions. Any color you want. You could be a white guy and buy black. You could buy a black dick extension if you want. So, anyways,
Hey, I'm gonna steal your idea because I got popsicle sticks that you could tape up to keep your shit up if you can't. You know what I'm saying? If people don't
like a kickstand.
Yeah, kickstand. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to that.
Okay, and then let me give
to those dudes that are
shout
hating.
out to my brother, the Spice Smuggler. He's still selling refurbished dick pumps.
Okay.
Because right now,
Dick pumps?
like during quarantine, if you want to give your wanky little Yankee,
okay.
Believe me, it works. It works. You know, so yeah, he
Oh,
upgraded.
did you? All right.
brand new now.
I need that, bro. I need that. I need that.
Yeah, they're brand new now. So
Hey, I might. You better copyright that shit because I might get that.
my son B Scanlon. Oh, I need to give a special shout out to my son Israel. Today's his birthday. He was born. Check this out. 9/9/99.
Oh.
Wow.
9/9/99. And the doctor said 1 day out of the century. I'd rather take 9/9/99 than 666. You know what I'm saying? So, but my son Israel, I love you and happy 21st birthday. And then my boy Alex Cervantes. If your car breaks down, he's guaranteed to fix it or money back. Okay.
And for you ladies too, he's single
and ready to
I think.
mingle.
Yeah, so he'll hook you up. You know what I'm saying?
He'll
Just
make
give
you
him a lap
tingle.
dance and he'll hook you. He'll teabag you and everything, bro. He got you. He'll slap it in. I'm gonna show him some moves later. He already has some moves, but I'm gonna show him some other moves that
Are you talking about the one where you put both legs behind your back?
Oh fuck yeah, I got that, bro. I got that. I do the crocodile too, bro. I do
No,
the crocodile.
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
Well, he does the kick where I'm butt naked with a heart on.
Right. Oh yeah, froggy style. Froggy style.
I think it's time for us to leave.
And
Once
we
again,
got the cucaracha.
Queenie, much love, much respect. Thank you, my brother, for coming through.
For
Night
sure,
Owl.
for sure.
Everybody,
Anybody
little
that's tuning in.
Everybody tuning in. Whoever's not getting laid, well, that's on you. So, hey, once again, Freaky Tales, make sure you guys subscribe. Friday. And as a matter of fact, this Friday, I'm not going to announce it on Freaky Tales, but this Friday, 1 year anniversary of Rhodium Radio. Thank you guys. You guys made it possible. Las Vegas, stand up. Much love, much respect to you guys. I'll be out there soon. So I'm going to call you too, okay?
For sure, man. For
All
sure.
right.
I got you,
We
bro.
good.
Don't even trip. I know a couple
Yo,
spots.
you guys have a blessed night. See you guys Friday and then Sunday.
Yeah.